Everybody ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling today?
Yo,
Yo, we're back.
Yo.
We're back with another episode today, man. This one's gonna be crazy. That's why I said, "Oh man, bro." Because first of all, y'all know me. You know, Leeway. I got my man with me over here, Rex.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your favorite tattoo artist from DMV. Ladies, was good. Was good.
And I got my two brothers with me today, man.
Yes,
I needed them for coming with
Yes,
me over here.
sir. Yes.
I got my boy. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. You know, the man with the black over there, the man with a plan.
Yeah, what up? My name is Nels Monga. That's Barber at the DMV.
Yeah.
He owns Thunder Shop. So you know, if you want to get your cut, you know we have to go.
Yes, sir.
And I got my boy over there, my only fitness person that I know. You know, he keeping us on the right track.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's your boy Buffett. You know, we doing big things, you know what I'm saying? As long as we
Always.
you know, we gotta try to help as many people as we can. So
That's
you
right.
know, that's the movement right now.
Always.
That's right. That's
All
right.
I'm gonna just say this. If you want people to hear you more, just pull the mic closer to you so you can. You
Definitely talking to the mic.
Yeah, if you're talking to the mic, you're gonna hear yourself more, and it's gonna be more. It's gonna be better.
Yeah,
But-
I have that joint right here.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
right close to
just
you.
bring it-
Instead
like,
of you
bring it up
pulling
to your
it,
face.
instead of you pulling it, just go close to it.
All right, bet.
Yeah,
Oh no, you good right there.
I
yeah.
got a sweet spot.
Today's topic, man, is just about what people, you know, like we as men go through, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We just keep it under the covers, and we just brush it. But I want us to talk about it. That's why I call all three of you guys, because I know you guys are gonna be legit. You're gonna just put it out there and let us know about it. And it's not also about us, man. It's about what's going on around the community too, right?
Oh, God.
We need to understand, like, you know, some people don't talk about it, but we can in our own way. For my live people, disclaimer: whatever we fucking say here is our opinion. We don't want the social media to carry it any type of way. This is just what we think and what we feel, and you
Right.
know, this is about us. We're trying to build ourselves together, so we want to put it out there.
Yeah.
So the first question I have was,
No sensitivity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
damn
nah.
right. There's
Never
nothing,
that.
no
Never that.
attachment
Never
on it.
I mean,
The
think
first
of-
question I have was, why are we men of this generation so soft, but we act tough?
Damn.
Hey, you went right into it, like you didn't
Yeah.
Like, nah, we
there was no segue, nothing like
well,
that.
there's no way you can put a safe word on that. Like, what the
Yeah.
safe word can you say on that? Like, what's the safe word?
Well, I think we soft because the whole world is sensitive.
Yeah.
So you can't say much because
Yeah.
you're gonna hurt someone's feeling.
Okay.
So that they put a filter on you
Yeah,
or a
100%.
muzzle. You can't say nothing because if I say I don't like chicken wing,
Yeah.
now I got a problem with him. It's like I don't like him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I said I don't like chicken wing.
Right.
What they gotta do with you?
So
That's
your-
my preference.
So pretty much your opinion just makes him feel like some type of way.
Yeah, big time.
All right.
Yeah,
So, like, if I had to tune in on it, like, I feel that, right?
yeah.
I feel like music has a lot to play in, you know, this generation's
Where's
way
that
of
echo coming
thinking.
from?
Yeah, it's from Chunk. You can put your volume down.
Yeah.
I think my joint filled you up.
It's all the way
He
down.
turned it down. Yeah.
Oh,
Who else is on there?
it's just
Yeah, but like
Alright, there you
I feel music has a lot to play.
Yeah.
What people are, because the only way to tap into the younger generation, I feel, is when you're listening to certain types of music that's telling them, yo, be this way, do this, act this way. And they think they're hard. But in actuality, they're hiding over social media. Remember back in the day, man, when we used to go outside, like we were throwing hands. Like if anything, you're gonna throw hands and then you just earn respect from that. Now everybody want to grab a gun, they want to grab a weapon. You know what I mean? So like because that's what music is telling you to do. You know what I mean? I'm gonna shoot this nigga. I'm a, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do
I think
that
it's
to
just
you.
The words, like they listen to the words, and
Right.
They, think
They take it
that-
literal.
Yeah, they,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
They think it's real,
Yeah.
and a lot of these rappers are really in relationships, married, like
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
really
But also, you
living.
gotta understand
Exactly.
that rap is an entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So
some
they-
people
you
take
know,
it
They say
literal.
what sounds
Right.
nice.
They-
but
they
these
gonna
kids
say-
take it.
Yeah, they're gonna say exactly what you want, what they know is gonna sell them records.
Yeah.
right.
half these rappers never kill somebody, but always talking about killing somebody.
It sounds nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounds great.
I mean,
You know what I mean? So
I think it's also like, we've been programmed for so long. And I'm just gonna segue into like more like ethnicity wise. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the minorities have been programmed in a certain way that when they come into like a first world country, they're trying to abide by certain rules or like live a certain way. You feel me? So like for example, like I'm from Africa, right? Once I first came here, like
What part? Rapper, where you from?
I'm from Cameroon.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
yo, just
real
just
quick,
to
real
let y'all
quick.
know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get off of live.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna tell them to just tune in into the YouTube channel. All right, I
Yeah.
have the link already on it, so I'm gonna get off and then we're just gonna keep it on the YouTube. So everybody that know, we're just gonna do it that way.
Yeah, let me
Wait.
see if I can tell my people to go on YouTube.
Yeah,
I think you tagged us in there in it. So
yeah,
yeah,
the one that I sent.
because now the echo's gone. Now that the live is over.
It looks like my live is still on. For real.
I
No,
just
he
shut it
ended
down.
He just ended it. But at least we know your live was the one that's echoing.
Yeah.
Right.
Low-key, I thought it was me though.
Yeah, no, that wasn't
I was
just
checking my watch. Hold on.
I think it was Leeway. I think it was Leeway.
Yeah, but that, I mean, I get where you're coming from, and you can go ahead and
I mean,
Yes.
like I was saying, I feel like it's just the programming. We were always set up for failure. You feel me?
sure.
So like, especially like people that never had anything, and that comes back to rappers. They didn't have anything, so now that they have something, the only way they can portray it is like it's almost fake. You
Right.
feel me? It's almost fake. So now they're trying to get something out to the media. Now there's, a lot of rappers go, "Oh, I want to stay the same," but end up going
Yeah, going
mainstream.
right.
And then when they go mainstream, it doesn't pop out. Like for example, look at Dirk.
True.
Dirk been out for a break,
Mhm.
long time.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, he's back in Chicago in the streets. Now he's talking about, yeah. You
Mhm.
feel me? And now everybody's entertained by that because now he's hard.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So I think that's it. They're trying to figure out a way to market to us the middle ground,
Right.
so they can get more views or more money and stuff like that. So I think it's just the programming of how the system is set up.
Right.
That's why everybody's going independent right now. Like about NFTs. You feel me?
I feel like to me personally, I feel like regardless of who you are, we all have that feminine side, like where you act soft, regardless, right?
Well, acting soft isn't feminine.
Yeah. I don't
You
feel like
assume
acting
what
soft
you
is
about to
feminine.
say that.
Yeah, I mean,
don't-
but
I
what-
wouldn't say feminine.
But what
yeah,
I'm
no, I mean-
saying is, what I'm trying to say is, there's certain ways that shit is gonna come out. Emotional. Thank you. That's the word.
Right.
And I feel like we as men with that generation, we gotta show it because back then, our dad and all that, they showed that part. That's why they are who they are right now.
Sure, what part?
Of the emotional part, like coming out, and yeah, they do.
Nah, bro, my dad.
Your dad didn't show that to you?
My dad, I don't know what you're talking about. My dad was not emotional at all.
No, my dad was. My dad
That
would
nigga
be the
was.
person to like. That's how I picked it up too, because my dad will like ball out when shit don't go
Nah,
right.
fuck all
But
that.
then no. But then he would tell me that as a man, you can break down, but that doesn't make you feel less of a man.
Okay, that's a good thing. to
Yeah, I
learn.
understand
I-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't never
I mean, I
seen my
understand your
dad.
message. I understand.
You know
the
what I'm
message. I
saying?
understand the
He,
message.
he showed me that part for me not to feel like if I break down,
You're not
it's a
bad.
bad thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a bad thing.
You know what I'm
gotta be in
saying?
tune with your emotions,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of people when you break down, they be like, "You soft."
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I'm soft.
But there is something you can't be breaking out in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Especially as a man. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, I feel that.
Yeah, my bros, I'm gonna break down. But
Yeah.
I can't
Right.
go out there where everybody else is starting. They be like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with him?
Like, why is he so emotional?
Yeah.
Right.
it's
Right.
true.
I mean, it's true. It's
It's
true.
like a
Yeah,
survival
that's the point.
thing. As a man, you're a protector, you're a provider, so you can't be breaking down in front of everybody. But you can break down in front of your people,
Right.
Yeah.
because they understand what you're going through. Everybody else they don't even care
Yeah.
Right.
to begin with.
Most
Right.
people don't even know.
True.
If I tell people all the time, like, they be like, if somebody cares about you, the way they show it is going to be, that's the love, right? It's like, it's not a physical thing, it's an emotional thing. So
Right.
if you break down in front of everybody else, you can't expect everybody to show you the same type of love.
Right.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah. It's
breaking down is,
It's
it's
it goes
subjective.
different ways.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but like, you see how you guys said your father had a role to play in that, right? See, my father was never around for real. You know what I mean? So my mom had to try to instill that power on me. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Try to instill that manhood that you know, a man can only give you. But my
Right.
mom tried to do that for me.
Shout out to mom.
Yeah, shout out to moms, yo. Yeah, definitely shout out to moms. But like, she raised me to respect our women. You feel me?
Yeah.
She took me that route. Respect your women. You know, be the man of the house. This is what a man is supposed to do. You don't want to do what your dad didn't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
So you should
You wanna
do.
be better.
You should try to do it this way. She's not going to tell you how to be a man, but she'll tell you what she would expect from a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because she can tell me how to do that, that's how I became the man I am today. I don't have to go out and try to be hard. I'm already big as fuck. They already gonna be scared of shit. You know what I mean? I already carry that presence. You know what I mean? So
True.
I don't have to, you know,
Yeah.
try to be hard.
Yeah, I understand.
It's just, you know, something that comes with it. Like you, my nigga, I know you walk around and motherfuckers is intimidated because, you know, they see pecs and shit coming out your damn t-shirt. I don't know why you took off your damn jacket. Your shirt
Right, you
tight
could've
as
kept it on.
motherfucker.
Nah,
And you know what I mean? You just
It's
out
an
here
extra-
trying to show off.
it's
That's
an extra
you should lie, motherfucker. 'Cause I got an
It's an
extra
extra
large
large.
right now. I got an extra large one right now. My
Oh,
shit
God.
don't look like that.
Look, it's an extra large. You know, I
Nah,
ain't
but
gonna-
all seriousness though, like that's how I was raised, and she really helped me become a man
Right.
based off of her perspective of what a man should be.
yeah.
That makes
You know what I
sense.
mean?
That
Yeah.
made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well-
can I chime
Yeah,
in?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
So like and that's from a mom's perspective, right?
Yeah.
That's like you're viewing the world from a mom's guidance perspective.
Right.
Like let me put it in the perspective of like somebody that did have a father around,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
that father was never around.
Mm.
There's a lot of us that have fathers, but they're not
They're
father
not.
figures.
Yes.
There you
yes,
go. Yeah, I
yes.
feel
You
that.
know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
So
that.
your mom could actually be more of a father figure than if you did have your dad around, and he's just kind of like,
Mm.
like for example, my parents, they always been around. Like my
Yeah.
dad was
Yeah.
always been around,
Mm-hmm.
but we migrated to here, so my dad was working 3 jobs. So I saw my dad like
Grinding.
grinding,
Yeah.
once a week, or in the morning when he's trying to hop on the bus when we ain't had no whips. You feel me?
Mm.
So like trying to get to Lick Forest, you gotta catch 2 buses from where we lived at.
Yeah.
That's an
Mm.
hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
the perspective is, I think that a man should be your core values. The way you treat yourself, the way you treat others around you,
Mm.
that's what makes you a man. It
Mm.
doesn't matter what your actual gender is. You feel me? And I think that's what's going on in this country right now. We're so not closed-minded, but we're so scared to be labeled something. That's what it's like, these he, she's, all these things, all these different pronouns, is
Right.
because we don't know how to approach life. And women are like, oh, I can be a man too. A man's like, oh, I can be a woman too. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Right.
It's deep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's very
deep.
deep. It's
That's
very
deep.
deep. It's a whole lot.
I
that
love
goes
y'all.
in.
Yeah.
I like this group. I like
This
this
is
group.
the new trend. This is a new group,
this
right?
is different. Like
This
this
is
is
different,
different.
right?
Y'all talking
But
some real shit.
I told you, I said I got something set up with
yeah,
y'all.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. This is real deep.
It's
But
these are things that we don't talk
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
we can talk about right here because this is a
Yeah.
safe zone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm gonna be back in 30 minutes.
I know. Go
I
ahead.
gotta go
Go,
make this money.
go,
man.
go handle
I'll
your
be
shit.
right
We're gonna
back.
be here.
You know what I
right
mean?
back. Right back.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. So, I mean, this to me,
Pull that
what
light.
you like? See, to me, I feel like being having a dad. I'm not gonna lie. My dad raised me
Yeah.
like for 18 years straight till I came to America. That's when I know my mom. So that's all I know.
Yeah.
But the way my dad raised me and the way my mom raised me are 2 different ways. Imagine my dad raised me by beating the shit out of me. Because back home in Africa, they think beating a kid and all that is the discipline part.
Yeah.
And then when I came to America, it was a different perspective. My mom would rather talk to me. And then I realized that when she talked to me, it's worse than her smacking the shit out of me. Because when you hit me, I'm like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and forth for the same shit. But then when you talk to me, it's a different ways. It goes different. But that also shows that I'm learning like how to like work with it. Like I'm able to like for now, I'd rather listen to my mom's voice when I'm doing something than my dad.
Yeah.
Like when I'm doing something, the first thing that come into my head is,
What's my mom going to do?
yo, what my mom would do, what my mom would say. I'm not trying to hear her voice. So I'd rather go and do this thing right.
That's
You know what I'm
the
saying?
emotional part of you, bro.
Yeah, I think that's it. But I feel like growing up, I never knew like why I need to be like soft.
I think we're using that word.
I don't like the word.
Yeah, I
soft.
think we're using that word a little
tune
bit
with your
different. Yeah,
emotion.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause I use soft as a trigger word, man.
Yeah,
If you know me, most people like if you
Yeah.
do something that's too sensitive, I'm
Yeah,
like soft.
you
Like if
soft,
you
yeah.
cry about something that you can't fix, you soft.
That's true.
Yeah, like bro, what you gonna do about it?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
get
true.
what you're saying. It's just
Right.
terminology. I agree
Also-
with you. It's you got to be in tune with your emotions.
Language barrier is a very big thing.
I hear you.
You know, like in an African household, you know, you're careless, you're this, you're this.
Yes.
They use
Yes.
certain words because, you know, I don't think it's a trigger word, but it's just how the language is, you know, is different. You know, my mom talks to my sister differently. My mom talks to me differently because we've trained her to be like, yo, we understand this type of vocabulary. If
Well, with African parents or immigrant parents,
Yeah.
you gotta understand environment, right?
yeah,
They come from an environment where you gotta survive. So
Right.
certain things and certain action put you at risk.
hmm
You can't be soft if it's survival of the fittest.
yeah,
and you soft,
there's no way you're
you
gonna
ain't
work.
gonna survive.
Yeah, you're not
So
gonna.
you
That's true.
can't show certain emotion. So that's
Right.
why there's a disconnect between us and our parents' generation.
Yeah,
We're growing up in a thriving
Right.
generation.
yeah,
Our parents were in survival mode.
yeah.
Straight
Straight up.
2-3 jobs,
Straight
taking a
up.
bus, dudes that make
Yep.
things happen.
Yeah.
It seemed almost impossible.
Yeah,
But they had no choice but to get it done. They couldn't stop down and be like, man, my mental health I'm not feeling like I don't like your parents
Yo.
can't understand you not feeling like you want to go to work
yeah.
or I'm not happy about my job. They didn't
Yeah.
care how you felt about your job.
That's
They
true.
paid you.
It's like you ready. Like, why are you, bro? What you just said just really touched me because I was like, they cannot understand why
No.
you don't want to grind.
To them, it's life or death.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
Now-
you wake up, you trying to figure out what you're gonna eat versus thinking about, oh my god, I'm on TikTok
What
and
you
I
gonna
just
eat?
seen.
You gonna eat what's there.
You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand it. Like when I came to United States, I was fighting. I got
But
suspect-
you were just out of there.
listen. I was ready. I was ready. I
This
came
man
ready.
was a beast from a jump. Like
You know what
when
I'm
you
saying?
talk about Biz raising his two brothers and all that stuff, he was raising his brothers and all that. So I understand his mentality. He was just a
Bro.
go-getter.
Bro,
You got to.
I was ready. Like I came and I was ready. You know what I'm saying? My parents they couldn't give me what I wanted, so I had to go and get it. And people don't understand why, you know, my mentality is so different.
Yeah.
You feel me? There's
Yeah.
no time to be.
My boy Willie, I see that.
I
see
I put it out there for you, bro.
Okay.
I put it out there for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We have no time to do that, especially now. We need more people, not more men, no, not women, just more people to be more like go-getters. You know, because I know so many people because of the pandemic that I know it's two sides. I know a lot of people that broke out,
Right.
and established themselves, and I
Yeah.
know some people that didn't even get up.
I'm one of those. I would say definitely the pandemic made me broke out and
Yeah.
just establish myself because I'm looking at it like everybody going like underground. This is the time for me to blossom with what I do. So regardless of the pandemic, I'm still gonna go get what I need to get.
Well,
And
what do
they-
you tell somebody that it's like, oh shit, it's a pandemic, we're gonna die anyway, so why are you doing so much? What do you tell somebody that thinks that way?
So for me, as soon as you say that, that means you're not supposed to be in my category because regardless of what that you do,
Ooh.
because regardless of what you do, nothing gonna change because you already have it in your mind. Your mindset is like you said, your mindset is already programmed to be that we're gonna die anyways. So what am I supposed to do with my life?
All right. as
Just
a
sit down
go-getter,
there?
I understand your perspective.
Yeah.
But as a leader, I'm here to nurture the people.
Boom.
So there are two type of people.
Okay,
They're
okay.
go-getters and they're people that play a certain role.
Right.
Now, those role players are important.
Very
So to them, they may not see the opportunity you see as a visionary,
hmm
but you got to upbring everybody. Understanding is important. Okay, why do you feel that way?
Sure.
Okay, you feel that way. Here's something that you can do.
That's amazing.
It's not for everyone,
Right.
but you can do something like, okay, you started your fitness, right?
Yeah.
You're a visionary. You
Yeah.
started this. We all started our business.
Right.
But just as important as it is for us to be visionary, we need people that's gonna work with us if we're gonna grow.
Yeah.
So what about if everybody that was supposed to work with us, they go start
Right.
a business? You
Then
won't
there's
have no one to work with
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
that's
would
true.
have their own. But
Yeah.
if we work together, you need components of like just like a computer. There's
Yeah.
different multiple
The whole
parts that work
motherboards,
together.
everything,
Yeah.
keyboards for
Yeah,
You
it.
need
that's
all
true.
them parts.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, the motherboard don't do what the CPU does, or this does not. We all got a role to play. Once you understand that role, everybody has a place. Now there are some people, of course, for everybody that go after what they want,
Yeah.
negativity or a mind and people with no ambition, that bothers you.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like for you, for us right here, if we had like 10 people complaining,
Yeah. Oh, it would be a problem.
That yo,
yeah,
it will
bro,
be
you,
a
you can do something about it.
Yeah,
What,
yeah,
why you
yeah.
complaining?
Yeah.
even
it'll
if
be a
it's
pro-
one
it'll be a
person that's
problem.
just complaining,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just blew
I mean,
me off.
so as a trainer,
Okay.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As a trainer, I'm
Right.
gonna think about
As
it.
the best trainer in the DMV.
On God.
Boom. Yeah.
You heard it here. I didn't say
I said it.
And we said we know
You know
what
what I'm
we
saying?
know what he can do.
it. But as a trainer, I've had to learn patience
Mhm.
and the process.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? You know, I came to you a random day and got patience tattooed on me.
That's
No way.
true.
Randomly.
No, swear to God.
One day I just popped up
This
on him.
dude just pop up, and I think I've learned with this business, patience is your key.
Bro.
Because this, I'm not gonna curse, but this man over here came in. He just said, "I want patient. I want this small. I did this small. No, let's go big." I'm like, dude, you're killing me. Like,
But I knew what I wanted.
but then he just said patient, but then it's just sizing and all that. He got it over there. And one thing about him, and when he get it a tattoo, then he start thinking about it and then fall over.
Let's not go into that.
But then I learned how to be patient.
Soft.
Yeah. That's the definition of soft right there.
Soft.
As soon as the needle comes out, oh shit, I don't know if I want this tattoo anymore.
Hey, y'all wait till I get my face tattooed.
Yo.
Yeah, right. Here we go. Here we go. This
Oh
man
my
again with
God.
a face tat.
Yeah.
But I feel like I just love like the environment we have right now. Like, the other one doing his work right now, but 3 men are here, chopping it up and talking about stuff that are sensitive, like this topic we're talking about.
Yeah.
And what's the crazy thing? When we're talking about music and all that, that brought me to my next question that I had for us.
Hold on, before you even move forward,
Yeah.
let me just finish this.
Right.
little
Go ahead,
thought in my
brother.
mind, right?
Go ahead.
I have this one client. She is like, she's so in tune with her emotions that like I have this year I've had to learn how to recalibrate. She tells me all the time, she's like, when you have a daughter, you're gonna understand what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, no. We gotta get this done right now. This how we gonna do it.
But
this
that's
how it's
him,
gonna
though.
be. You know what I'm saying? She's like, Chunga, come on, bro. Like, think about how I'm feeling. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but we're here to do work.
Right.
You feel me? We here to do work. We got to make sure that we maximizing our time and we understand what our goal is. You feel me?
Right.
And she's like, okay, how about this? So, and this is from the beginning of 2020. You feel
Mm.
me? So she's been in my life for a long time, but this is the most consistent she's been in my life, and she's constantly trying to get me to be more in tune with my emotional side and be more, compassionate. Because as a trainer, I'm thinking your goal is my goal.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You're the face of my business.
Right.
You feel me? And the amount of people that know you, if they see you every day and you're not making any positive changes in your mindset, then you're reflecting me.
You're right. I can actually take on that, because when I do tattoos, I don't do tattoos for me. I do for the client. And if I don't see it's in tune with the client and me, I tell them straight out, this is not going to work. Because at the end of the day, you taking my artwork out there. And if I do
It's
something
a permanent artwork.
and if I do something that is not right and people are looking at it, they're going to ask you, who's that tattoo artist? And that's my name over there. And that don't bring me client back in return.
Well, the beautiful thing is we all work in a service-based industry.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why proper consultation is important. As industry professionals, right?
Yeah.
You have standards in your industry. You got standards in your. I got
Right.
standards.
Of course.
Right.
Right. But if we deliver based on our standards,
Yeah.
our industry standards to our client,
Yeah.
they don't care about none of that.
Right.
Your industry could say this is how something is done, but if how that thing is done does not please the client,
Yeah.
You lost
you
it.
lost the client. You
Yeah.
gotta meet in the middle. It's
Right.
it's a client. We're providing a service, so meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Design something that meets your requirement and the
Right.
client
Client's
requirement,
requirements,
and
yeah.
then You don't even got to market. The client will be posting pictures.
It will be that's
Yeah.
your personal advertising.
That'll
Yeah.
be exactly
That's
that'll be
true.
their
That's true.
testimony.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Oh, he's
yeah.
not like every other trainer.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He caters.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's the
Yeah.
major key. That
And I
that's
think
gonna
that's what
separate
it is with like, even though like when I watch your stuff, I follow you on Instagram
Mhm.
heavy, and I watch just everybody that comes to you. You know what I'm saying? Probably 90% of them I know them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not just once or
Mhm.
twice. You know, you go to a barber and then you're like, oh yeah, he's good.
Right.
But then
Right.
you want to try somebody else.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you
Right.
go to somebody else, and then I've had the same barber for like since I was 13.
Shout out to
True.
your barber.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and he's legit. He's
Yeah.
legit. But I've been trying to come to you for a while.
Hold on,
and
as a barber, I want to know who that barber is. Shout out your barber.
Rob Cuts, man.
Rob.
You know, Rob
Rob,
Cuts.
Rob,
They-
Rob is
I know your barber. You got shout out,
You know, I mean,
Gotta
you
let
know-
them man know
you
you.
know what I'm saying? Nah,
Yeah.
Rob Cut. He knows he cuts.
Shout out to Rob.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
Rob been doing his thing.
Rob Cuts.
Our
bro.
viewers don't
Right.
know that.
Yeah. You know, Rob Cuts. Go check him out. He's
There
out,
we
Yeah.
go.
he's
Yes.
out
Yeah.
Plums. He's out Plums. You know what I'm saying? Old Town Gaithersburg, right across the train tracks. Make sure you check him out. Last seat. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, I watch these people, and it's consistent.
Mhm.
It's only consistent because of your body of work.
Right.
You feel me? So I think that's where like people don't understand. You know, I was about to do testimonies, or like how people do testimonies, but there's so many people that are posting that I don't even need. I don't even need to do that no more.
Right. You right.
You feel me?
Makes sense. It makes a whole
Every time
lot
I
of
go on
sense.
Instagram, I see somebody leaving your shop.
Shout out to
I'm
my
like,
clients.
yo, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that consistency is key to everything we do right now. Cause I've been looking at you like from when we start from LA.
Bro.
You know, we used to talk about it, and one day you came to me, you be like, yo, I'm just trying to quit this shit and just start my own thing. And I'm like, nah, give it some time. And then the next day I saw this man, we're talking, I'm like, yeah, I moved that shit to my mom's garage. I'm like, you serious?
Bro, you know what? You know
But-
what the crazy part is, bro? What's the craziest part? Is that it's 10 years in the making. 10 years.
10?
10 years. I've been
I thought
trying
it
to.
was overnight.
Yeah.
Right.
There you
I
go.
was just about to say overnight. I thought it was
They
yesterday.
don't know the days at MC. They don't know this man
Mhm.
passing out, chasing out. Hey, passing these
You
flyers
remember-
here.
come
Come on,
on,
Yep,
bro. That right,
yep.
bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
I remember those
10
days.
years in the making, bro.
MC was the shit. That's where we started all
I
this.
used to have people working out at the MC gym. Like, yo, just pull up on me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, we've come a long way, man. And I just want to give y'all an applaud, man. That we did this. We gotta give ourselves an applaud, because who'd have known, for me, who'd have known I would own a business, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like-
Especially your crazy ass.
Man, this man, his execution. I was talking to one of my.
It's
It be pissing me off sometimes.
It's
Like I'm
crazy.
proud, but bro, he said, "Yo, I'm thinking about doing a podcast."
And the next day it's
Yo,
done.
like, come on, bro. Like, give us a chance. Can we do something?
Yo, can we like
Hey!
can we even finish having that conversation before your ass just turn up? Like, this is not just a podcast, bro. Like, I want y'all to understand, like, if you viewing this right now, like literally like 3 weeks ago, this
This
did
was
not look
it.
like this.
Last time I was here was a closet.
It was a closet.
Supply closet.
I was eating chicken wings right here.
Where them wings at?
Bro, where the wings at, bro?
what
You know
I'm
where they
saying?
ordered
Yeah.
them wings?
Yo, them wings should have been here by now.
But for me, one thing about me is I have this mentality, if I have something, if it don't come out of my head,
You're not gonna stop.
I'm crashing.
Yeah.
I look at myself like literally I'm crashing. So if I put it out there and then if I fail, then I know I did something. At least I can leave it alone
Yeah.
at that time and then come back to it later and be like, you know what? I think I know how to do it better now. But that moment of it, I gotta let it go. I gotta get it out of my head. That's the way I'm built, you know. So when I told you about the podcast,
Bro, it was
And
the
I was
next
like,
day.
I was like, yeah, I just need to buy this. And
You
then,
didn't even tell me that you're gonna buy.
oh yeah, I
You
didn't
said-
tell you.
He FaceTimes me. I'm at my mom's house. I'm training. He's like, yeah, bro, I think I'm gonna do a podcast. He was like, remember when you was doing a podcast? I was like, yeah, you know, it was dope. He was like, I think I'm gonna do a podcast. The very next day, I mean, not even 12 hours,
This man got one.
he has not just a podcast,
He's like,
everything. People start with a podcast and they start with a camera with their phone. This man, listen, you see what we talking to? We talking on these, like, these are legit
Mhm.
microphones. Like, these are not like your CVS, whatever. You know
He
what I'm
put on
saying?
the mic and all that.
You're not just recording with your phone. Like, this is like a professional setting. Like, It's crazy.
It's to me, it's like once I have something in my head, I go look around and see how it function, and then like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure mine is gonna be a little bit better than yours,
Boom.
and then I go for it. Because when I was building it, right, they all said it. They're like, why don't you just
Do your phone.
do it on the phone and we sit down in the front? I'm like, yeah, I think about it. And then the next day, they start seeing boxes coming in. They're like, what the heck did you get? And then I start pulling the chairs and all that. They were like, yo, you got legit chairs? They was like, that's it. I'm like, no, we have like an actual podcast. And this the thing about the podcast is the system that I bought, you can actually do studio time with it, like actually make music with this thing.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been seeing people are using. They rated it.
That shit looks official as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it gotta come out. It gotta come out some way, somehow, somewhere. I gotta do it. And if I don't do it, it bothers me. Like, you know me at MC, I was not doing jack shit other than running around the place and following films.
Well, that brings us back to the beginning of the first question you were talking about, right?
Mhm.
It brings us back to the beginning. It's not about being soft. It's about understanding your surrounding, your demographic.
Right.
You got to grow with your demographic. You feel me? If we're talking from the past, I remember when he was cutting hair at home.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I seen like
I seen it.
old
Yep.
pictures, like old
Right.
pictures of him cutting hair at home, and now he runs
a whole
he has a whole location. Like, you feel me? So like, to me, it's not about being soft at all. Let's just finish this question now.
Right.
We use that word in the bad context, but it's about understanding your demographic,
uh-huh.
working as hard as you possibly can, because that's ultimately the key, right? And then understanding that other people are not always going to see your vision.
Right.
You
It's okay. It's your vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you were saying, they don't see the man with a plan until it's all done.
It's all done. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
you're right.
And I'm glad they don't see it.
Yeah. Because when it pops out, it's overnight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You think
it's overnight.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm gonna leave you out with this. Finish your question. Strong men always build weaker men, especially in this generation. Right? I saw something on Instagram who said, "My dad walked to work. My dad's dad drove a Ford. I'm driving a Lexus. My son is gonna drive a Lamborghini, and my son is gonna be walking again." You see what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Because it's like we make
cycle.
it easier for everybody, and once you get back to the beginning, everything has to start over. You feel me? So let's squash that
All right,
question.
so that's out of the
Let's
box.
move on to the next one,
We ain't soft.
Well,
yeah. Some people, there's only 3 of us here, but I don't know.
But we ain't soft.
nah, the lightest one here is soft.
But yeah, also that when you guys were talking about the music and how we actually affect, actually I thought about something, and that was gonna be like my next question about it. The next question was, our celebrities actually what's the question? I think I wrote it down. Good thing I wrote it down because I already forget that shit. I haven't even drunk it. The question was, are celebrities helping us be better, or are they moving us backwards? Are they taking us backwards?
There's some celebrities that are trying to help.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I'm gonna go to the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Hove. He's doing so much.
Who?
Oh.
Me and Wayne.
He's gonna start a whole new he's gonna start a whole new podcast.
Hove.
One of the goat. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
one of the GOAT.
I was about to say the boy about to start a whole new podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's doing a lot.
Right.
You know, he's fighting for reform. He's getting people out of jail. He's paying for lawyers. He's trying to get your masters back, especially if you're somebody that's in the circle. You feel me? There's some people that are doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know, especially now that we have the internet, there's more rappers that are older rappers that are coming out and telling the younger ones on how to keep their information. You feel me?
Yeah.
A lot of people are trying to go, what's it called, independent now.
Okay.
You feel me? The record labels are losing money because a lot of people are going independent. Look at what Tory Lanez just did. Now he's introducing NFTs. You feel me? Now Chris Brown is working on NFTs. Chris Brown has been in a label since he was 16.
Yeah.
You feel me? So imagine how much money he's lost. You feel me?
Makes
So
sense.
there's some of them, but then there's other people that are just like straight up.
Dookie. Yeah, because that was, you all know me. I don't listen to like hip hop or rap like that. I'm more into my Jamaican tune, my reggae, I'm vibing. Yeah, very soft, but I'm into it. That's
Extra.
because to me, one thing about music is there's certain times I want to catch the words of what they're saying and I get it. And then when I do catch the words, I'm like, no make no sense to me, bro. Like, but then the rappers that I grew up with was like you said, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne and
Yeah, Jeezy.
you a Wayne fan?
Huge.
I'm one of
Hold on,
them.
hold on. You're not a Wayne fan?
I am. That's the
Oh,
greatest
okay,
rapper of all
okay.
time.
Yeah. No. Wayne is definitely in my top 5.
Yeah,
He-
definitely.
He molded me for
Mhm.
sure.
No, I was back home. That's the person I used to listen to. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
he-
saying? But again, I feel like now in that generation, like modern days right now, the Dookie rappers are taking over and making some of us feel like this is what we're supposed to do. This is what
What do you mean by Dookie rappers?
I don't want to say the sheet rappers, the ones that
Nah, yeah. I mean, I kind of want. I feel like that's not true. But go ahead. What are Dookie rappers?
like the ones that actually make music just for the beat of it, but whatever they're saying in their music don't correlate with every
But art evolves.
it
art
does
evolves.
it does in different ways, but again I'm talking about
Devil's
how
advocate.
Huh?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, so I'm waiting for y'all to keep going.
Art evolves, right?
it does, but then at the same time I'm looking at it like, what am I learning from what he's saying? Like, what does he teach me like to be
So you're supposed
a
to be
better
learning from music.
most of the time we do learn from music.
So
We
what are-
build
what,
from
what are
it.
books doing then? Books are gonna stick to you.
Yo, we don't read no more. Who's reading?
I don't know when was the last time I read a book.
You're not a reader.
He's too busy building podcasts
Yeah.
overnight.
You're not a reader, but I don't think music is trash. Everything evolves in with time, and it's right for it. Because today's kids won't say their music is trash.
Yeah.
Like,
But if you listen to the words,
if you listen, so what metric are you using?
I'm using the metric of me understanding like
Your
how.
time. Yeah, it
True.
starts. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. You're
think
right.
about-
yeah.
no,
Some
think
kids
about
gonna
it.
listen to Hove and Wayne and be like, "That he's trash."
No, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
He's not for their time.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
So everything evolves with time, and it is what it is.
And let me tell you, back in the day, they was actually saying more murderous shit than now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the beefs were actual beefs. Now it's just
They don't even
internet.
talk.
They don't even meet.
The little hum.
Yeah.
It sounds good. I be
Yeah.
in the gym like, yeah, what?
I'm over this man, bro.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro.
But it's true. You're right. You're right. I'm just in my metric, like you said, in my time, I want to understand like, is this pertaining to me? Like you talking about murders and how many females you don't, stuff like that.
I mean,
and I'm like,
music has been like that for a long time.
Well, you gotta understand that it's entertainment.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
It's been like that
It's
for a long time.
sales. It sells. It's like you, right? There's a formula. I always say this: you can't replicate talent.
Yeah,
So talented people can do whatever they want.
yeah,
But if I was to replicate or try to emulate talent,
yeah,
there's certain things I would do. And they say selling out, but it'll bring
Yeah.
me revenue.
yeah.
If I want to look like an Instagram trainer, there's certain things I gotta take off my shirt,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
this and that. There's
Yeah.
certain things you can do to get there.
right.
Other people be like, "Oh, that's trash." No, it's just you're playing the game to what it is.
Yeah, it
I mean,
makes sense.
understanding the
It's
time.
corny. Like
Right.
it's corny.
Yeah,
I've learned
right.
that corniness actually gets you further than being like super like perfect.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've tried it myself.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I do it all
I've
the
tried it
time
myself.
with my posts. I have to post some type of corny shit
Yeah, play the
for
game.
me to get
Yeah,
the views
yeah,
and all that
yeah,
to go
corny.
up and all that.
Yeah, being corny is like what it is right now.
Yeah,
Look at what's going on with TikTok. TikTok.
it's all corny stuff.
TikTok smack.
Yeah, I get where y'all coming from. I'm just saying that to me, I feel like it's messing up. Also, it's like it's changing. Yes, that's
Hey,
true.
Hey, where you going?
Use something else, bro. I mean, it's changing. Yes, that's true. It's evolving and all that. But is it actually?
What happened?
She got to bend down because she don't want to be in the camera.
I know.
Stop playing.
But is she tall enough to just?
I know.
I feel like it's
She's not tall enough. She wasn't even tall enough. She's gonna reach the camera. You
Who was
wasn't
that?
gonna see her.
that's one of my artists.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's for me. I feel like majority of the music right now is not moving us forward. It's
Moving who? These kids are inspired.
Yo, there were more
These
kids.
kids.
There were more kids in the
I hate you,
$1 million
man.
march than there were.
I'm trying to be the
people our
devil so
age.
bad, but yeah,
Look at
like,
this, right? I think we all grew up in a generation where we appreciate Drake, but these kids might appreciate YoungBoy more than they appreciate Drake.
yeah.
Bro, and let me tell y'all,
And that's completely-
Oh my god,
There you go.
I
I know
don't-
what you're about to say.
I don't understand the young boy thing.
Well, he's not for you
No, it's not even that. Like I just don't understand it as far as like.
because he's not for you.
Oh my god,
These kids are hurt and depressed. So when YoungBoy talk, they listen.
what is he saying?
But what- that-
I didn't know what.
that-
That's what I'm trying to
You
say.
Thank
can't-
you.
You can't relate to that message. It ain't for you.
But what is the message?
I don't know. I try listening to it. I don't know. He's not for us.
Do you see what I'm saying? That's exactly
I
my
was
thing.
I was on my way here and I was listening to YoungBoy and I
He
was
be
like,
hitting though.
I was
I
like,
turned this shit off.
Oh no, he got a few songs.
there's a
Yeah, that drum touches your heart.
there's a few. No, it doesn't touch your heart.
Hey, it be
Come on, man.
The boy play.
touches your heart on the Never Broke Again album.
Yo,
Oh,
yo,
Hey,
those-
my boy said,
put that joint up, put that joint
yeah, I'm
up.
about to. When my fake ass mouse not working.
By the time we come here tomorrow, he's gonna have a brand new mouse. I promise. I promise.
Marvin Dixon said the new music isn't for everybody.
Well,
which
music
is
was
true.
never for everybody. It's generational.
Yeah.
right.
You start with someone you grow with, and then your fan base is done.
Yeah. I mean, music is also a segue into different genres of art.
Because music grows with
Yeah.
you. So you have a certain age, a period of time where music is gonna touch you.
Yeah.
And for us, I think Wayne and Jay and Luda, like
So they're the ones that actually made us.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
touch,
Yeah.
So even although other people, it may be trash for other people now,
Right.
because it brings us to a certain time, point a period of time, and we can relate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. When this album dropped, I was walking home
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
I was taking the bus.
Yeah. Right.
I
I used to rock that. Yeah. Yeah. I used to rock
It's
him when
like
I'm going to school.
It's like if we talk about the bus, most people can't relate.
Yeah.
But if I say I'm leaving the library at MC and running to the 55,
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
gonna feel that.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tell that bus to wait for me.
Yo,
What?
you missed that, John. That's a
That's
walk
a
of
wrap.
shame.
Yeah. That's
You
a
might
wrap.
have to go to a
You
different.
gotta walk back. You gotta go
Bro.
to the cafeteria.
Yo, it's like I thought you left. You use a different door.
You walk right out that door and go to the library.
To
I go
the,
sit
yeah,
in
you
the
gonna go
library.
sit in the library and
Yeah.
then try to act like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
studying or something.
Yeah.
Context is key, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
for sure.
like
I mean,
you're right.
like you said, bro, like we came from boom bap to rapping fast as heck.
Yeah, these
Like,
people are hurt. They
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know what they're sad about because I don't understand what they're
I
saying.
love-
to
But
me.
you can't understand that
I love all music.
because you come
I
from where
listen
you
to all
couldn't be
music.
sad. Oh, you
Right.
cry? I'm gonna give you a reason to cry.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
yeah,
gotta understand the
you're
time
right. You're
period.
right. You're right. You're right. That's hella right.
You know,
And I think it's important that we understand these people because now we can have a
Your,
conversation.
yeah.
your brother say your heart cap.
Hey, young boy, man, ask Teddy about it. He'll tell you. That
Yo,
joint-
I'm telling y'all, I was listening to YoungBoy on my way here, bro, and like, I just didn't understand what they were saying. Like, he's gonna be out here forever. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
it's like me. One of my new favorite rappers, Lil Durk.
I
Yeah.
love Dirt.
Yeah, but I
I
can't
love-
relate to none of that. I go
That
home-
Chicago shit.
Yo, I go and cut hair. What they gotta do with boom, boom, boom? Like what?
Bro,
But it
I
hit.
love Dirt.
It hit different.
I
Lil
love
Baby,
Dirt.
That
love
Chicago shit, right?
Hey, it hit.
I mean, for me, I understand a little bit because like I was in the streets for a long time.
Okay.
You know what's the
what I'm
crazy
saying? So, like,
thing? You know, I only know one song from Dirt.
what?
This ain't what you want.
What?
That's the only song.
What? I listened
That's
You don't
the
listen to
only
rap.
song.
I
I
listen
don't.
to
I
Dirt.
don't.
Especially
But that
new-
song hit
new-
me
new
some
Dirt.
way.
You Dirt hit.
New Dirt hit. The Days Love Time.
Yo,
Yeah.
hey, don't come for my wife like that.
Yo,
man.
what?
She has
That-
a beautiful
that
voice.
one song with her, him, and Days.
Yo.
and Days Love,
Yeah, that
was,
one
you know,
too was really sweet.
That was one of the only songs that I remember from Dirt.
Cause she was on it.
Yeah, you feel me? And that's when she was popping.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
she
So,
was-
but now, yo, he's definitely the voice. His no verses miss. I've listened to so many times he's been on a song with everybody. It doesn't miss.
Yep.
Really?
It doesn't miss
It don't
at all.
miss, bro.
It doesn't miss.
Guess I might have to tune in myself to
Yeah,
some
it
It
Lil
might not
Durk.
be for you.
Yeah, you
Yeah, it might not be for
You
me.
might need to go back.
'Cause
and
I'd be
listen
like,
to Pop.
Why go on? Why ground brethren? That's what I'm gonna
You know what
go
I'm saying?
right
Nah,
back
but
to.
Dirt is him and Baby right now.
Oh, Baby don't miss.
Yo,
He number one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
Baby number one.
Him and Baby right now. is
little baby
crazy.
or that baby?
No,
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's,
You know we got to make the difference because they're both babies.
And they both good though. I
They
love the
both
Baby.
good.
Man.
I love the Baby too. I think right now I've gotten used to the Baby's rap, like his patterns of rapping. I've gotten used to it.
But
You
it
know one
sounds
thing
the
I hate?
same,
You know
right?
one thing I hate though, when people say that statement, it
What?
sounds the same.
What?
As a creative or whatever you are, right? You develop.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like
Every artist sound the same.
yeah,
It's
but
either you like them or you don't.
Yeah.
to me, what I'm saying
No,
is sound
every
the
artist
same.
does
Is
sound-
yeah, they do.
You can't change your voice mid song.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. I just like if for me, it feel like it's the same song that I just listened to.
Not if you're a
playing
fan.
over
It hit
again.
different.
Yeah, I'm
Yo,
you see
you
that's
listen to the Voice and the Heroes.
Yo, Voice of the Hero.
Yo, the whole album is slap. You feel me?
makes sense.
The whole I'm talking about from the beginning to the end. Like, and sometimes I get to the end of the album and it finishes and it goes, and I'm like, yo, I think I need more music.
right.
You feel me? Because
That makes sense.
it's different. But
Yeah.
but then I could switch up real quick and go listen to some Marvin Gaye.
I can do
You know what I'm
that
saying?
too.
Switch up and go listen to some Vibes Cartel, some Popcorn.
I can do that
You know what I'm
too.
saying? I think right now the generation is not versatile. You
Right.
feel me? They're used to one thing. A lot of them don't know about the past.
Were we used to more than one thing?
I mean, I think I was, because I was listening to Michael Jackson. I was listening to Marvin Gaye.
You ain't had no choice. Your parents played that.
Yeah, but you know, I'm playing this now around my kids.
Yeah, because you were nurtured into that atmosphere.
Right. I think
I think the difference is I took my time to do the research.
Okay.
You feel me? I went back to listen to Whitney Houston. Like you know what I'm saying? I went back to listen to like people that are like, way older than the 80s.
Right.
You feel me? I went back listening to the Beatles, trying to understand what the hype is all about. When I hear something, especially when it comes to music wise, I try to be as in tune as I can. That's why now I'm still listening to the Little Pumps and the Little Durks.
You
and-
listen to Little Pump
I mean, there's a couple songs that I like.
for real?
Yeah. There's a
I don't
couple
think I
songs.
know who that is. I gotta check.
Who's
No
it?
Pump?
Yeah,
The
No
Pump?
way.
I'm new. I'm old school. Like I stay with my 2008 to 2015.
Oh, okay.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm
like
listening.
that Kanye to Wayne doing the remix. DJ
Yeah,
Khaled, we the best.
We the best.
That joint
Bro,
hit different.
Yeah. That's always gonna hit different. That's
I was
for
just
us.
working on
For
to the
us.
We the best entire.
Yo,
The whole
I'm
album.
So
Yeah,
Hood,
I'm so hood.
all of
That
it,
thing
bro.
still slap
All of
regardless.
it.
That song still slap
You know what I'm
regardless.
I saw something on Shade Room the other day, and it was like, who had the best
Verse on the and everybody was just saying plies. I'm like, what about Wayne and
That's the remix.
the remix.
That's the remix.
Remix Wayne different.
Yo.
yeah,
that's
the remix was good.
So,
But-
and that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I took my time to go back and understand music before my time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Because
if you took your time, does that speak for your generation?
well, no, it does. It doesn't.
It
but
speaks for you.
it speaks for me. But what I'm saying is that nowadays the younger kids are not taking that time to go back and do the research.
Oh.
Generalizing.
It's not about generalizing. There's a lot of interviews that
I
I've
mean,
seen.
You
where-
say you went back, right?
yeah,
Did your generation go back?
I don't know. They
That's the
could have.
thing.
They could
They
have.
could.
But because now I see a lot of like people my age doing covers of older music.
That's what we grew up on.
No, I'm saying like people my age doing covers on older music. Not
That's what we
not,
grew up on. Music starts early. Your parents, you hear that from your parent. Like for example, I'm Congolese, right?
Yeah.
So Papa Wemba, bro, I don't know that music, but growing up,
Yeah.
I know my parents and my uncles and people. They were playing
Yeah,
that
they were
joint was
playing
in my
it, so
ear.
it was in your head.
Yeah,
It stuck to you all throughout
Right.
your life.
So if I want to make something that's valuable to my life,
So you just
I'm gonna emulate
slap that,
something like Yeah,
right?
I hit that joint. I know it's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit for sure.
Yeah.
That's not my music,
Yeah, it's gonna hit for
but
sure.
I grew
That's-
up around it. But you
Kofi
know,
Olomide, you know.
Kofi
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
all
gonna
that.
hit for
Because
any of them
my
songs.
dad used to listen to this guy, this Nigerian dude, Fela.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fela.
that's
So
what he like.
so I
that's
grew
what
up
I'm
on
saying.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Kids nowadays are not taking their time and going back and listening to Wayne and Jeezy.
When did
and-
you start going back?
I mean, I've been listening to all types of music since I was young. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen mad interviews where they've been like, "Oh, do you know this person?" And they're like, "Who's that?" Oh, I'm better than Tupac. I know kids nowadays saying they're better than Tupac, better than Biggie.
No,
You can let them say.
I'm not gonna lie. I've heard that a
But
whole
they
lot.
don't even know. They don't even know a couple songs.
I heard that a
there
lot.
was a thing I saw on Instagram, and this guy
So
was
which why it make more sense if they don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't take this generation doesn't go back to do the research on
Alright.
how music actually originated.
My
You feel
bad.
me?
I don't mean to cut y'all off, but quick question. Y'all want ice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
definitely some ice.
All right,
I was
bet.
sipping that little junk.
Y'all could have asked for ice, you know.
Nah,
I'm not greedy like that.
you're not trying to be soft.
I give
Yeah.
you ice. I'm not just gonna give you chicken wings.
Bring some chicken wings.
Hey, if I'm gonna make the next appearance with this, I
They
need
gotta
chicken
have
wings.
food,
Yeah.
bro.
So y'all really wanted food?
Yes.
No, on God. I thought it was gonna be food. That's why I didn't bring no food.
The
Africans that I deal
with.
I thought
You know you got
You thought I was gonna cook?
some jollof rice. Or
I
some,
beg my
some
brother.
goddamn kebabs. Your kebabs
When
be
we first
hit.
got here, they were feeding us for 25 cents.
Pressure, she can come get some shots. But we told you to buy us some food. You over there playing around.
Them
But now you
kebab-
want shot.
Yo, what do you do with these kebabs, bro? I don't know. Every party that I'm having, there's going to be Leroy fucking kebabs. I swear.
Precious.
I swear. I don't know what's
Alright.
going on. I still be eating the same kebabs that you left at my house
Where's the
last time.
food, bro? Someone bring
You
the food.
owe me some.
Bro,
You
I
owe me
hit you-
some.
I hit you to come get them Johnson. And you didn't
Bro,
even hit me
dude,
back.
that shit was lit.
Yeah,
Oh, y'all
I
had kebab without me?
Bro, the kebab was stupid, bro. Stupid.
We're live at Elevate Tattoo.
Elevate.
elevate,
We need
elevate.
some chicken wings.
Straight up.
Yeah, and it's not late yet. It's just 10:30.
Who's in here in this chat?
All right, I'm gonna put y'all on break, and
We're
then I'm gonna go
commercial
get.
break, get some ice and some
I'm gonna go get some ice and see if I can get some food.
Yeah,
What's up,
please,
y'all?
please do that. Elevate.
Boo, you
Elevate
shaking your
tattoo.
head. Talk to me.
You on pause?
Yeah. The beautiful Helen, talk to me. What's good?
Which Helen?
Did you tune in? Tell me what you heard. What you feel about that topic? Was that on point or did I miss? Well, I think it's different for everybody, depending on what music you grew up on, right? You use that music to compare. You use that music as a metric to compare to current music. What? Genre. I grew up listening to hip hop, so the pioneers for hip hop for me is like Wayne, Luda, and them, right?
Yeah.
You grew up in R&B time, so I can't really relate or speak on
And
that.
that's what I was
because
just
don't
trying
have
to.
enough.
That's what I was just trying to say though. If you took your,
If we go
you took our
R&B, I'm
time-
going back. My R&B, I'm going Neo, Brandy, and all these other people.
That's,
Yeah, that's not back for you. You feel me? No, he's not too young. You're just a music connoisseur, so you went back and made that research.
and that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
which
say
I
though.
respect, but you can't generalize. Not many people your age know about the previous music.
They should. If you're an artist, you need to be.
I ain't no
diligent.
artist. I am a
I'm-
barber.
No, I'm saying like
Electrify your look.
I'm talking about the new artists, like the new people.
Oh, if you're an artist, you
if you're
should
an
study your
artist,
craft.
you need to do your due diligence and make sure that you understand where this music is coming from. I can't ask an artist of this generation, like, oh, do you know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Do
You gotta
know,
respect
do
your
you know
craft. Study the
Tupac?
greats.
And they're like, oh, I've never met them before. I'm like, no, like, do you know?
Precious, you froze. Where's
know?
my wings? DoorDash? I don't trust people bringing my food if I don't know.
You gotta eat a little bit of that shit.
I don't need this negative energy. I ended 2021 with a positive note, and y'all come here with negative stuff.
She gonna say,
But
"What do I
vegan.
get if you order wings?" You get happiness because we're happy.
Any woman that marries gonna cook for me.
Slap.
Period. Let them know, Precious.
I love Precious, yo. She gonna play
I
for
am a
bananas.
king, and my wife gonna be a queen. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, bro. Oh my god.
Oh no, I got more shit for you.
Talk
It's
about
not
that,
today
bro.
though, but
Please.
I got y'all more stuff. This mental gonna be part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, It's gonna be a whole series like
You gotta
the
pick a
Fast and
day where we
Furious.
can come and we have wings.
By the way,
No, I got y'all.
By the way, Dogecoin is down.
Yeah, it just went down.
Yeah,
I just saw it. Dogecoin.
is down.
Dogecoin just
Hey.
went down.
Hey, for everybody that's still on here, if you're still watching, this is not our generation, but what we need to do is get into the stock market.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me?
I use stock market money to build part of this.
Please. Our parents never did it, so we should do it now. Get in the stock market and buy yourself some insurance, even if life insurance. That's what I mean.
Where can we order wings from? See?
Bro, let's just do Domino's or something.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What are you talking about? Domino's? They sell wings?
Yeah.
I thought they only sold pizza, bro.
All this pizza place now, they have wings.
Bro, I don't
Yeah.
care whatever we get. Let's get some food. I just want
Yo, what's it called? Let's call what's it called? Buffalo Wild Wings. See if they
Oh hell no.
Nope.
They it's 10:30. They close.
who the Buffalo Wild Wings close at 10:30?
Remember they gotta deliver it.
I'm
So,
hungry. I don't know how to
who's
fix my face.
Who's up right now? What's open right now?
Domino's is the best place
Oh
again.
my
What you want? Domino's pop
Domino's pepperoni pizza with pineapple and chicken on it. But we can do
I'm lactose, so if y'all bring any pizza over here, yeah, it's a wrap for y'all. Made from pressure.
Yeah. You gotta be a queen to get treated like a queen. It's not toxic. I said what I said. As a man, I stand on what I said. You don't like it, that's on you.
Thank you.
You're married woman.
I gotta put
Feminism.
that.
What the heck is feminism?
That's the new wave.
That's soft.
Please. You're gonna have this podcast canceled before it even starts.
Hey, let's get canceled.
Yo,
I'm here to speak my mind.
yo, bro, please.
Helen, you know I'm all for women, right? Women empowerment. And I treat women right. What, Precious? You say I'm so what? What does that mean?
Damn.
I am. Whatever. Well, let me hear what it means. Precious, what does that mean?
Put on. I need to hear what she's saying. Put it by the microphone.
Yo, Precious, they listening. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by when I say misogynist
Hold
is
on, hold on, I
very
wanna
is
listen.
very traditional minded, like the way African men think. Where
No. Come on.
Okay, Precious.
African the older generation of African men. Let me listen.
You mean it's not
Precious, let me
misogynist,
talk to you.
it's tradition.
Precious,
Tradition.
Let me talk.
It's tradition.
Hey, guys, hold on. Let me speak for all the men.
Women in their age
Nah,
cannot
let
speak
me
about.
prove that all she's saying is cap. She's misogynist or whatever that is, right? You know how you are. Precious, would you pay all the bills in the house?
Oh, the thing is, I'm not saying.
No, just answer the question. Just answer the question.
So if someone knocking at the door, I'm gonna send you to open the door. Since you want to.
Don't get me wrong. I am a misogynist as well. I accept it because I was raised.
Then you shouldn't have
You
brought
just
that
stirred
point
the
up.
pot.
Yeah, you shouldn't have brought that point up.
Make it okay. That's just.
No. It's
So
not
you're
about
not
being
okay.
okay. It's not about being okay. It's about you
I
can't.
just wish-
So you're not okay.
She's perfectly fine.
I said what I. Hey, did I ask
Give
you?
me purr.
Say your lane.
Why you this game?
Right. Say your lane.
No, I'm perfectly fine being a misogynist because that's
How does
what
that
I
help you in
like
the
to.
kitchen?
That's what I'm fine with. But that doesn't mean that every man should have that expectation of that misogynistic
You
mentality.
can't tell a man
need
what
to-
you should expect.
I just did though.
Yeah,
So
and it
You
doesn't
can't.
work.
You can't. That's why.
It's
That's
not
So no
like-
food?
If you keep
No,
saying
no,
that, you gonna end up proposing.
Domino's or
hold on. Let me.
Let me. All I'm hearing is divorce in 6 months.
Whoa, that's what I was just about to say.
No, forget divorce. A man is not gonna let that happen. But if you keep talking like that, you're
No,
gonna
it's not even that.
you gonna be proposing to a man.
Hold on. Can I say who is that? Can I say something real quick? Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me say something real quick. Real quick. The ratio for men to women is 3-1, right? Especially in our community, right? So if like women have these expectations of a man, guess what's gonna happen? A man is gonna move on 3 times faster than a woman's gonna be. You feel me? So if you
like I said, you gonna end up proposing.
you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, there's more women proposing to men. Well, it's not about expectations. You guys,
not gonna tell me how to act like a man.
women already have this preconceived like perfection of a man.
It sounds cute.
What I said was, we need to stop the misogynistic mentality.
Well,
you part of it too, so we need to stop you. No, I don't want to hear your statement.
Hold on. I understand. Listen, I understand exactly where you're coming from. My counter is that
Because y'all come from the same country, that's why you
tradition, you can't bring that into this generation because at the end of the day, you don't like a lot of the stuff that your parents do, right?
exactly, but
So-
you want the benefits.
So
Talk.
hey,
He's talking.
I'm listening.
A lot of the things that our parents did. So we shouldn't pick and choose what to.
I know you don't.
accept and what not to
Me
accept.
either. I'm
We're
just
saying that we need to
go ahead.
change that.
That's
Let's change
what's up,
our
bro.
mentality.
So all chicken wings, right? Because I'm doing
Let's
40.
change our mentality of expecting us to certain roles because
Hey,
we're saying
Chung.
that we want change.
okay, let me agree with you and let me agree with
Tell
you.
me to-
Let me agree with you in this hold on.
I gotta hear. You're not on the podcast.
Okay, let me
40 wings.
let me agree
40
with you.
wings.
Yeah, 40 wings. Let me agree with you, right? In this generation, the what's it called? The help has to come from us, right? So if you're saying, you know, our generation is this and is that, you got to remember something. We were trained and programmed from the beginning.
We're raised by them
We're
single
raised by
mothers.
these
So-
same people. So if you want to make that change, then it's gonna be a difficult thing because you can't expect people to just change without implementing some type of rules and regulations. You feel me?
If people are uncomfortable with a certain way of life and they keep complaining about that certain way of life, it will actually bring about that change.
Okay.
Not always. Black
No,
people
not
complain about
always
being
at
poor,
all.
but they be contributing towards it.
How about this? We complain about being poor, but a lot of people don't do anything to get out of poverty.
They just like the attention. So don't you think other people make the same choice?
I don't know. Nobody chooses to be poor. I don't want to be poor.
I think some people choose it. Hey, you built worked your butt off and started the business outside your parents' house. You didn't make
Nothing.
an excuse.
No.
Some people make an excuse.
Yeah.
So they got him on the
I'm just
skull.
saying that it's a double-edged sword. Like
They
you
got
can't
him on the skull.
you can't really like, because especially nowadays, women have set this standard of expectation from men
Yeah, they
that
created.
it causes men to fold. You
We
feel
don't
me?
fold, we
Not
just don't
not
wanna-
not
don't
even
wanna
that they
marry another
fold.
man.
It causes men to not want to be completely themselves to women because they think that it's gonna be a constant judgment. I don't have more than this person. Also, social media has contributed so much because now you go on social media, you have mad choices.
Right.
You feel me? Especially women.
You think you have
yeah.
bad choices.
You know,
but
you go on
don't
so-
really do. Women ain't got no power. How you know?
Feminists. Oh my God, that's the problem. That's the problem. Every time. Listen, every time
50.
Every time a man makes a
Yeah.
difference, a woman says they
Makes
could
four
do
of
it better.
us. Probably gonna be
But that's
there
what
in
that's
no
the
time.
that's what the problem that's what
It's
the
like
problem
almost
is.
$81, so
That-
that's cool.
But women are not letting us to be leaders anymore.
Who? Who? I'm a leader. Let me talk to you.
Hey, I'm saying from what I'm seeing, I listen to so many podcasts. I listen to so many people.
So,
Nowadays, it's
So-
such a
why are
virus.
women listen to men how to be? Why are men listening to women how to be a man?
I don't know. But
Is a goat teach a lion how to be a lion?
True.
No, bro. Is a barber gonna teach you tattoo artist how to be? Come
No,
on, bro.
no,
There's
no,
certain
no.
things like no,
No.
respect yourself.
Listen, you're gonna have to come on this podcast because we're gonna have to really have a conversation. Because at the end of the day, listen, I ain't gonna agree with you. I'm gonna agree on certain points, but I'm gonna tell you this: it's a lot of times that people don't allow change to happen because they're so afraid. Change is the most dramatic thing anybody can do in their lives. So every time there's a major change in the society in general, it's always pushback. Always pushback. So we can't make broad statements and just allow it to be like, okay. And I think that's what's going on right now. We're making a lot of broad statements on social media and everything is, and we're running with it, and it causes a lot of wrath in like just regular relationships. You feel me?
They agree with all that. They just like, yeah. It's not a conflict. If I'm a leader, you gonna listen to what I say. Hey, you gonna subscribe to a real man?
Listen, you need to come on the podcast next time so we can have this conversation. I'm not gonna take over my man's phone.
All right,
You know what I'm saying?
y'all get out. We're about to start again. Yeah, get back to YouTube. Get back to YouTube.
But tell them to go on
YouTube. Get on the YouTube.
Type your emotions.
Yeah.
Type your feelings.
Yeah.
How you feel? You got your little-
Type your
I'm
emotions.
gonna have to take this whole table and take it to the
All
shop.
right. Type your feelings. Type your feelings. You feel me?
You celebrate. You thought you say something?
I'm about to go
Get a
live.
shot.
That's a bet.
I appreciate y'all tuning in.
I'm about to go
Now, get on
live.
YouTube and do that.
Yeah. Tell them to get on YouTube.
Are you doing a woman's job?
He always starts some shit. Where y'all put the
I
phone?
thought he was cooking. I'm like,
Rex.
how did you get?
Where y'all put the phone?
Oh, but you did a woman.
I don't have the phone.
It's probably over there by that girl's thing or in the drawer.
Because a woman.
I'm live.
Did you get the wings?
I
Yeah,
don't care, but
it's
I know
coming.
my wife cooking.
I appreciate it. Y'all can go on my live. Y'all can just connect on my live. Everybody just connect on my live. Let's get
It's
it.
not gonna make that noise again.
No, we all just gotta put it down. So y'all put yours down.
Hold on. Let me grab my other phone for the line.
Yeah.
No, every person has a vice of a traditional man. If a woman
About to
expects
come
you
back
on the
in.
first date, that's traditional. I don't care what you think.
Yeah. Okay. YouTube.
Hold on. Listen, your friend, she needs to get on the live. Yo,
Hold on.
she needs to get on the live.
Oh, she can get on the live and actually ask questions.
Yeah, get on the live. Yeah, get on the live.
You
know
can
what I'm saying?
actually get on the live and ask questions.
Love that train of thought. Yeah, thank you. I know most people agree. People just be trying to fight it. Everybody likes traditional value, but only when convenient. If you want to pay bills and do this, you better clean, cook, and take care of my laundry. Like, come on. Do it.
Nowadays, that is
She's
not
not
how
what?
it's
The
working,
hook is
bro.
on.
Oh, shit, she's not what? I'm
Nowadays,
not her maid either. I'm paying all the bills. What the heck? Yeah, what the heck? They're in natural.
oh my god, yo, you can't have
Yeah,
this type of
no.
conversation
Yeah,
on
you
FaceTime
can't,
like
you
that,
can't.
bro.
She's in my
Because there's so much
household.
shit.
I never said she was a maid. We both play our role.
Yeah,
If she want,
bro.
I'll clean the house and cook. If she paid all the bills,
My life is on.
you want that?
Okay, let's word it on
That's how
YouTube.
You interpret it.
You know, is it hard?
Yeah.
They're trying to say it's harsh. They're trying to say it's harsh. There's a difference between.
How did I word it? Yes, I'm gonna pay the bills. Yes.
Yeah, nah. If I'm paying the bills, you cooking.
What if?
I don't know- I don't know how to- I don't know how to cook any goddamn
What
way,
if?
so
What
it
if your
don't
wife
fucking
don't know how to cook? What if your significant other don't know how to cook?
Oh, it's okay. If your significant other don't know how to cook, right? A relationship
Uh-huh.
is a union between two people.
So
And every relationship dynamic is different.
Right.
It's not what works for y'all. I can't
Right.
tell you how y'all should act in your
what if she don't know how to cook, but you still paying all the bills? What
if
happens?
you marry her, that means you're okay with that.
What if you didn't know? There's a lot of
What you mean you
people.
didn't
Hold on.
You didn't know you married?
I just had this conversation
Okay,
with my
okay. Let's get on the live.
Let's just get
Put it on the YouTube. Put it on the
Let's get on
YouTube.
the live and put it on the YouTube.
I just had this conversation with a couple of my clients, bro.
I just-
Straight up.
All right, bet. We're logging back.
I got it.
Break, commercial break.
Some of them don't cook. Some of them don't know how to cook.
You accepted that.
But this is the thing. What if you never lived with your significant other before you guys got married?
On dates?
Yeah, we went on dates, but that don't mean that she's coming to my
So
house
you
to
only
cook.
went on dates.
We went on dates.
guys spend time together. At
And
the
when
house?
she came to my and you know in African culture that you're not bringing no girl over
I
to your
used the wrong
house
phone.
and just you know what I'm
After
saying?
they graduate, you go to her
Yeah,
house.
you go to her house, but her mom's been cooking.
All right, bye.
You feel
Hey,
me?
tune in on live. We're back.
Her mom's been
I love
cooking.
my women.
I love all my.
Take a shot for me, bro. I got you, my
Hey,
guy. I got you, my
the
guy.
hook is on.
Hey, bro, where the fuck is the drink? We ain't got no motherfucking water, nigga. God damn, y'all went through the honey jack like that.
Drink
Yeah,
champs,
that's
my
what we
guy.
hit.
Oh hell yeah,
I
pass
think
that shit
that's
back
what we
this
talking
way.
like. Drink
All
champs,
right.
my God.
Ready,
Pass
go.
that shit
Yo,
back.
back, bro.
I'm telling you,
I just sent the request.
yo,
Hey, we back. We back.
listen.
Man, I'm back. I had to make some money real quick, y'all.
Yeah,
But
that's
I done walked into some juicy shit.
You know why you
Like-
had to make money?
Wow.
You're the provider.
You're providing.
Oh God,
Oh,
bro.
God.
Yeah, I'm with that
Hey,
shit.
this
bro.
man-
hold
This
I'm
man
with
about to
that
start a
shit,
whole
definitely.
shit.
Hold on.
I'm definitely with
Hold
that
on.
statement,
Yeah.
bro.
Listen. What I'm all I'm trying to say is that right.
Rex,
In
turn
thi-
this shit
just
up.
like you said, just like you were talking about generations, right?
My
Nowadays,
shit not on.
more women don't know how to cook.
And they
They
complain
don't know how
about
to
men
cook.
not building stuff.
But if I'm a man, I'm going into a relationship with somebody that is in this generation. I'm already expecting.
Well, that's the issue. Don't expect, bro. It's a relationship. Let's manage expectations early. Hey, I like to work out. I don't like to work out. Is this gonna be a problem in the future? Let's stop it. If it's not gonna work,
What if
why-
you're emotionally attached to this person already?
you soft? Make valuable decision, bro. You signed a long-term contract
Mhm.
Why my shit still?
that only death can
That's
do
what
y'all
I'm
apart.
Somebody-
Right.
Hey, bro, you better make the
Not
right
me.
decision.
Right.
You
Yo,
go
I'm
to
the only
you go to
one.
a job.
No, should I?
No, hold
on
up,
live
Chunga,
right
I
now.
got
Yeah,
you.
so mute
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah.
You mute yours.
I think is mine muted? Okay.
Are you requested on ours?
No, I didn't request yet. But let me. How do you request this on
You gotta
again?
go to Leeway's.
So go to my live.
So
and then-
exit your live and then go to Leeway's live.
Yeah.
Chunga, you apply for a job. You love the culture. You love what they do for you, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
They're
they
not
going
gonna-
at it.
They're not gonna pay you what they want, what you want to get paid.
Right.
You still gonna be emotionally attached, or you gonna
No. It's different. If you fuck it, I'm not fucking that job.
All right, bro. You meet a girl, she meets.
Yeah, they go. Wait. Let Chunga request me.
I'm not fucking that job. If me and you meet, especially nowadays, sometimes you're fucking on the first night.
Yes, but as a man, you have to have sexual discipline. If you leave with your manhood, it's not. It ain't gonna take you far.
Y'all ready? Rex,
It's not about that. It's
Chung-
not about leading with my manhood.
Let me see Chunga's one.
Make
It's not about
sure,
leading
make
with
sure
my
all the
manhood.
volumes down.
Yeah.
It's about we meet. We spent 3 months together. We haven't really spent it.
That's your fault. If you don't learn what you need to learn within the first 3 months, you got an issue.
No. It's not about the cooking and the cleaning.
There you go.
I might learn everything, but now I'm emotionally attached to you. Now, especially now,
Mine is muted.
there's no time. There's no time
To what?
to spend time with people. You constantly got mask on. You're constantly scared of so much shit. It's so hard. Date. I've been in a relationship for a long time, right?
Yeah. So
But a lot
that's
of the
where-
single friends that I got right now, it's so scary for them to date.
they're lying
because-
to you.
Yeah, I'm being. I mean, I see it. every
Okay.
day.
Okay. All
lying
right.
to you.
Oh, hold on. All right. We're about to go back in.
It's so
Yo,
scary.
y'all going in.
Seems like y'all sweaty over there.
Yeah,
No,
they definitely fucking it up.
No,
They definitely
we having a
fucking it
beautiful-
up.
We're having a great time.
Yeah,
That's
nah,
what
they
the
definitely
podcast
fucking it up.
That's why
No
I
bullshit.
said I need y'all too, man, because
Yeah.
I know y'all gonna cook it down. So
Well, the thing about it is you gotta have. A lot of people don't have intellectual conversations. They
They scared.
Yeah, they too.
You know
caught up,
why?
you know?
Because society puts a filter on us. We can't say
Right.
what we want.
Yeah.
I can't tell a woman I need you to respect me, cook, and clean,
Mm-hmm.
because that might scare her away.
Yeah.
If I'm a
It
married
will
woman,
scare away.
no, if it scares her away, she's not the right woman. Because I don't want down the line she's not cooking and cleaning. I'm not happy. That's a problem.
But
But if I value cooking, cleaning,
Then you
and
gotta go marry somebody. If you gotta marry somebody
From
that's
a
older than
village,
you.
from
no,
a village.
marry someone that values that, bro.
I understand, but
Divorce-
it's a lot of people change in
That's
relationships.
fine.
Yo, 2 years from now, your girl's like, yo, I've been cooking 2-3 years from now. I don't really think I want to cook no more.
I got you. No problem. I've been.
Whoa.
Bro, you ain't been drinking yet.
Whoa.
I had
Oh yeah.
a problem.
All right,
caught
bro,
it.
I caught that bitch.
You feel me?
Bro, listen.
Like-
So your woman tells you 2-3 years later that she don't want to cook, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, cool.
all right,
No, hold on.
look what Pressure said over there.
She's like, cool. Forget what pressure said. Say, cool. I'm not fine with paying the bills. Let's switch. Can you say you're not fine with paying the
What
bills?
if you don't know how to cook? So what happens now? Now you
Mm,
both not eating.
mm,
You both.
mm,
No, I don't know how to cook, but
I'm just gonna sip on this.
what did pressure say?
She said people shouldn't be scared to date because in a relationship they should be inspired.
Hey, Precious, rewrite your sentence because it don't make sense.
Hey, go ahead.
No, let me be nice. Precious, I don't understand what your sentence say. Can you rewrite it?
I think
so
what
can
she's
get
trying
it?
to say is that
Before we guess what she's trying to say, Precious, can you rewrite your sentence so we can understand?
I'm fucking done.
Yo, BM,
Yo.
you crazy?
Yo, no, dead ass though. Dead ass. I understand it. I
You
was gonna say what I think you were trying to say, Precious.
Well, we don't have to guess because
Yeah.
Precious is here. Precious, can you hit us with what you're trying to say?
Yeah. What's up, Zach?
In the meantime,
My man Zach.
Zach
is back.
On God.
Zach 4X was good, boss.
big boss. In the meantime, what I'm trying to say,
You shouldn't be afraid of expectations.
no, not afraid of
If
expectations.
my expectation and standards make scare you away, I need you to go away from me.
Bro, just like we were talking about music, things change along the line.
Yeah.
That's why
Facts.
that's you know what I'm
Things
saying.
change, but
Things
we gotta
change
agree on
along the
certain
line.
values.
It doesn't matter what you agree.
No,
you can agree.
Our relationship got to be based on certain values.
Of course, they gotta be. But guess what happens?
What?
Time passes,
Things
things change, and people
yeah, that's
start
how it is.
reconsidering their value.
Cool. Are you okay with your woman saying she don't want to cook and you being okay with not paying bills?
No, of course not.
Okay,
Do you
then-
want a place to live? You gotta do it for you.
Okay. Do you want to eat?
Yeah, of course I want to eat.
I bet someone got to cook.
But guess what? I can take care of myself. I can cook for myself. I can do what I need to
Once
do.
you get in a relationship, it's past taking care of yourself. We're together.
Yeah, but if my wife cannot cook or is choosing not to cook, guess what's gonna
Choosing
happen?
not to cook?
I'm just saying in general, I need to pay rent for me.
No,
I
for
need a place
us.
over my head. I'm in general. If your values that you started with go out the window, guess what you got to do?
You can't go out the window.
You still
Okay.
got to. It happens all
Precious
the time. That's
has
why there's
rewritten our
60%
question.
divorce rates in the United States.
Precious, I appreciate you writing it.
But she still missed the P.
People
People.
people shouldn't be afraid.
Read it again. What does it say?
It says
People.
people.
People?
Well, she
Okay.
meant to say people.
Okay. Okay.
You know,
Precious
she-
is all right.
She's
It's all right.
involved. She's
Yeah.
emotionally involved.
Yeah, she's
So-
emotionally involved. For
So
sure.
we understand. We appreciate you, Precious. For
She's
tuning in.
emotionally involved. Hey, which one of y'all dated Precious?
Not me.
Damn.
I didn't date. Nah.
What? Oh my God!
No.
This is what you do. He did this for sure.
My brother, all I do is call people to come to podcasts.
Yeah.
Now, Precious, I think you're right. I don't quite understand your statement, but I think
Again,
Oh no.
There's more, there's
What's she
more.
saying?
Precious, listen. Let me tell you something real
there's
quick.
more. There's more.
Precious, let me tell you something real quick. Some people now, I have a few friends that are only trying to get in relationships because they're getting too old and their biological.
oh, that's the
clock is
wrong
ticking.
reason, bro. You wasted time.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is that I got a friend that's 36 and she needs to have a fucking kid ASAP. And guess what? She's trying not to freeze her eggs.
Precious, I
Right?
definitely agree with you.
You
So
feel
was
me?
she just busting it open just for the you know what I mean?
She's trying to figure it out. You feel me? I got multiple friends. I got
Damn.
multiple people that are trying to get in relationships because they know that their clock is gonna expire, and once they hit 40, the hot flashes starts happening, the menopause starts happening, and they can't have no more kids. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's fucking what's his name? Janet
Chunga.
Jackson. Because she had a kid at 51.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, she had one late.
She
Really.
was a grandmother.
Fuck
Gotcha.
yeah.
You
Oh,
feel
yeah.
me?
Definitely.
So like a lot of females, like I said in the beginning, the ratio from men to women is 3-1. Men have more choices, women don't. So if a woman is trying to play hard to get, you end up losing a nigga because at the end of the day, there's another female that we already talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget the shorties that are acting like men. That's taking the it's those like 2 to 3.
You know, there you go. Let's
Like
just
2 to 3, man. You got
four,
like-
4-1. You
Hey,
Four to 1.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Four to
Excuse me.
one.
4 to
Can we
1.
go? Can we go back?
All right, now we're back. I appreciate y'all too.
Yeah,
Thank you very
thank you.
much. Leeway is gonna control the conversation. We appreciate you having us, bro.
This shit,
Hey,
this shit
bro.
was,
Hey,
this shit
bro.
was
Y'all,
just,
y'all crazy.
it was a
The
rocket.
thing about it is
look.
that you don't want to get people that have like a like-minded, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
conversation,
right.
because
That's why I said
think they're
let's go back. We're gonna treat this question. I'm gonna let y'all two come back and take care of this shit. And guess what? And we're gonna have 2 females. Precious is definitely gonna be on this.
Precious, I agree with
Ooh.
you.
Yeah, I agree with
She
you.
gonna
too, but it doesn't
definitely
always
be
happen
on
that
it.
way. It's 60% divorce rate. in
Oh,
the
y'all
United
still
States.
going?
Because
Okay, let
people
me.
are afraid to say what they expect. When you go to a
Oh yeah,
job,
yeah. We do need more mics.
That's life.
I'm gonna upload more mics in
Yeah.
here.
It
you
is
gonna
what
plug
it
more
is.
mics
When you go
in
to a job, bro,
Yeah,
and then fill in.
fill in the middle.
That's why when you go to a job,
Two
and
they
have to
tell you
put
what
on
they
your
expect.
but you have to put on your best behavior. If you come to a job,
Just like
and
a
you're-
relationship, it's an
right?
agreement.
But
Alright,
that's what happens.
Precious.
You get the job,
Precious,
and then you start be like,
Precious.
Yo, I'ma chill.
Stop what you're doing. This is men conversation, all right?
Precious staring
Stop
that
what
shit.
you're doing.
Precious
I got more
staring that
questions
shit.
for the
I'm done. Let's do,
for the niggas over here.
Let's move on. I'm
My
done.
man knows divorce rates and shit. Like, 75% of divorcees out here. We only got 25%.
Precious, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. You making my man go with all the dates and all this stuff.
Hey, what's the long thing Precious said?
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to see.
All right, that's the last one. Pressure. Stop what you're doing.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna leave it at now.
Precious,
We're gonna leave it at
You
now.
gotta come on the podcast. We
Yep.
have a conversation.
All right, so my next question is, why do we still live in the past?
I don't understand that question. Can you
Yeah, me neither.
elaborate?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do we still live in the past?
Yep.
I'm
Now-
sorry. Do you mean
Nah,
like-
I don't
Do you
feel
mean
like
like past
nah, I don't
relationships or like
I don't feel that
Past
way.
relationship.
I don't
Because
feel that
some
way.
men go through like they still live in the past and saying, "Oh, this is the reason why I'm hurting females because of
Oh,
this."
okay.
Okay,
it's
okay,
comfortable.
okay,
Oh,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
Now that you give
okay.
us the context,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, he gave
yeah.
us the context
It's
because
comfortable.
That's
to
why
be
the way,
I was-
that, the way that he originally said the question,
I thought it was
I don't
still
feel
in
men.
slavery.
I don't feel like men do that shit.
Yeah, I don't feel like.
I feel
men
like
do it.
that's more of a woman trait.
No,
but
we do it. No,
we do
Listen.
because I do it.
I
I
don't
do
know
it.
what you
Some-
do because my
yeah.
old girl used to do that.
Some men.
Yeah.
Some men do it. Some men do
Okay.
it.
I
yeah.
do
Not,
it.
not,
We
not
all
a lot
do
of
it.
men,
Yeah.
We all do it.
Yeah, I feel like we
I don't
all
know.
have.
Maybe I'm a little different. I don't live. in
But
the
we
past.
all
I don't
suffered-
got no regrets.
Look,
I've done a lot of bad things, a lot of good things as well, but I got no regrets. So
but
it is
have you
what
ever
it
been
is.
hurt in a past relationship?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so do you not put up a barrier based off of your past relationship that you're not going to let somebody else in due to the fact that that happened to you in your last relationship? Because that's how I am.
So
Ooh.
that's
Yeah, that's how I am.
Me too. We all
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Okay, let me break it down to y'all, my brothers, right?
Yeah.
That's fear.
Fuck yeah,
Every
you
time-
fucking right.
Every time you succumb to fear, you lose.
Agreed.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I feel that, but then
So-
it's but it's hard to overcome that fear,
No.
especially when you put all your eggs in one basket.
No. Well,
Think
that's
about
the-
this. When I was younger, I put all my eggs in one basket.
Mhm.
I got fucked up in the end, and I lost a lot of shit.
No.
I lost a lot of shit based
So-
off of that,
So
right?
you were in lust because you were younger.
No,
You
I
did-
was in love.
No,
nigga.
no.
No, I was in love. That was the problem, and she fucked me up.
Hey,
And
you
so
were-
that's why it's hard to fall in love again.
Yeah, you were
You know
in
what I
love,
mean?
my friend.
I was in love,
You were in
bro.
lust, my friend.
Nah, fuck that. If it was lust, I would still be fucking that bitch.
How old are you?
Nah,
How old are you?
31.
When did this happen?
When I was like 24.
Oh, yeah,
It
you
don't
don't-
fucking matter. Bro, I was in love. I moved out the state for this shorty.
Oh,
You feel me?
You fucked
I
up.
moved out the state for this shorty.
Hold
She
on,
had
hold on.
everything she needed.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
And she still
as a
still
man.
stepped out. You feel me?
As a man, you fucked up.
Agreed. I understand that. But that fuck up, was a
Oh,
bad
no,
fuck up.
sir.
Yeah.
that fuck up was a bad fuck up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it
Yeah.
fucked me up now. It's still
So-
playing a toll right now.
I understand you, bro. 100% I understand you. I want you to get out of this perception of that fear controls your
Started some
emotions,
shit today.
Mm.
right? Because once you do that, then you will be stuck in the past. You feel me?
Because that's
Because-
where I'm at. I'm stuck in
You know what I'm saying?
fucking
At the end of the day, it won't allow you, even in your professional life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's gonna affect how you communicate with your clients, your female clients.
Now you got me fucked up.
You
I'm
know
great
what
with
I'm
clients.
No. I'm saying you might be great with
Yeah,
them. You
nah,
might
yeah,
be
yeah.
better.
I could be better.
You feel me? You
Right.
might be better in
So-
that aspect,
So in that way, I can say,
bruh.
yeah.
So how we fix this shit?
What you do?
They go. I
Can
like
I-
that
Can I give you,
solution.
Can I give you an answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Maybe I'm rapping, but
This nigga got looking at the system. He going
going.
for it.
you know what I'm
He
saying?
going for it.
What I think, what my way of dealing with fear is accepting what has happened, going through that emotional pain or physical pain, you feel me? And then thinking to myself, where does it lead me? Do I continue to stay in that position and be miserable, or do I move forward? And even if the moving forward is hard, right? Do I continue to stay in this place where I'm not completely 100% myself?
Mm.
You feel me? Because if I'm not completely 100% myself, then I can't allow anybody else to come into my space, because
True.
at the end of the day, I am going to hurt that person because I'm still hurt.
Right.
And then I set certain standards for that new person that comes into my life, right?
Yeah.
Because now I expect them to be like the person that was in my life, and what I expected from that person is perfection.
Yeah.
Mm.
And they don't have
Exactly.
it.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
And that's never gonna happen.
Right.
Perfect
That's
is not there.
It's never gonna happen. So the only way to deal with your fear, or the only way to fix it, is to go through it.
Mm.
That boy deep.
You feel me?
So try again.
Try again. And
Now you know the thing with trying again. If that bitch happened again,
it's going to happen. So
that's fucked up.
So let me ask you.
That's
Hold
fucked
on.
up.
Let me put
You know
it
what
to
I
you.
mean?
Let me put it to you in perspective right now.
Okay, let's hear it.
Right now, money. Right?
Yeah.
You open a business, you fail.
Right.
And they say you fail 5 times
True.
in a business before you become successful.
Right.
But you're still trying to get that money, right?
Right.
So what happens? Do you stop trying to get that money?
Fuck
Yeah.
no.
If you
Okay then.
soft,
Okay then.
if you soft, you stop.
Well,
Yeah.
shit, that's the difference between you and a soft person.
Okay. We got a man over there.
Okay.
Head Hencho. He said, take notes from the past, but use it to benefit you moving forward.
Yeah. How you clap
So,
for that? You
do
gotta
it.
clap for that.
Yeah, we got to clap for that, right?
Yeah. Fuck that, bro. I fuck with that. Yo, you're some real shit.
You feel
That's
me?
real shit.
You
That's
can't
real
be- You
shit.
can't be afraid of
I like that. I like that analogy, and I feel like it put some shit into perspective.
Boom.
Fuck your life.
Bing bong.
Bang bong. You hear me? Nah, because on some real shit, like
Where them wings in here?
when y'all order wings and
Bro, I
shit.
did. We're waiting on it. Where my
Y'all order
phone
wings
at?
and shit?
Shit.
Oh damn, y'all know fat
I wanna
niggas.
hear what you gotta say,
Yeah,
bro.
nah, but like when you bring up the business aspect,
Oh, it's delivery?
because I know how to run a business. I've
Right.
been in management.
Yeah.
I went to college for this shit. You feel me?
Right.
Like
All right, live. I'm gonna be back. I had to go get the motherfuckers
Yeah,
food
so-
because
so-
before they kill me.
yeah, so I know how to manage a business.
Right.
I know how to build a business.
Right.
I know how to run a business. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that analogy that you just gave to me,
Mhm.
it made perfect sense. So you just keep trying.
You just
Now,
keep trying.
but I wish I had this knowledge years ago. Though.
Mhm.
Reason being, I'm 31. Like, there's not too many shorties out there that's really, patient. Patience isn't like on a shorty side.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's ready for somebody that's ready right now.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And for me to open up to be able to give her what she needs at that moment,
Mhm.
it's going to take time.
Uh-huh.
And time ain't what I got on my side. But somebody going to give me a chance at that shit.
Bro, I'm trying to take it from somebody that's been in a relationship for a long time.
Right.
Take it from somebody that's married, right?
Yeah.
The only way to grow with somebody is to experience failure.
Mm.
You feel me? So if you're saying right now that you don't have time and time is not on your side, then that's the number one problem.
Mm.
You know, people say, "Oh, all we do is got a time. All we have is time." You really don't have that much time, because just 30 years ago you were 1 year old.
Yeah.
Now you're 31 years old.
Right.
Can you get that time back?
No.
So if you don't have time on your side and you're expecting love, nurture, commitment, all these things, so what are you bringing to the table?
Mm.
You feel me? And I think that's the problem in our society right now, is that everybody has these high fucking expectations of each other that they don't understand somebody not being perfect. They don't understand somebody not completely learning from their past experiences and moving forward with it.
Right.
You feel me? So if you don't have time, then there's no shawty that's gonna chill with you. You might fuck tonight, fuck tomorrow, fuck a week from now, and then
And then that's going to be it, because that's all you're going to be.
That's all you're gonna be.
Mm.
If you're looking for
Yeah, fuck it.
Not all of it.
Huh? Oh, shit. Okay.
Yo,
I got the dog this job. But all right.
yeah, niggas is tripping. I'm already fucking up drinking this alcohol, but y'all niggas really tripping drinking that.
Yeah, he tripping.
Thirsty as a
You know me, I'm
motherfucker.
not gonna drink that shit.
Nigga, bring some water.
Bro, I don't think we got no water.
They
That's
don't
the
drink all the water. This motherfucker's not.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
You good on
He
that?
don't drink. That man don't
Yeah.
drink soda. Look at his
I don't
body.
drink soda.
Oh, you don't drink soda?
Nah.
That's how you get swole when you don't drink soda?
I mean, if that's
Bro,
it,
fuck this
then-
soda then, bro. Give me some juice.
Yeah.
That ain't juice, nigga. That's mixer,
That's
boy.
mixer, yeah.
That shit all sugar.
No, it
Shit
says.
is good.
Let me see. Sugar 0 grams. 0 grams of sugar.
Bro, we
Unbelievable
not in a
shit.
fitness club, bro. This is a podcast for
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, what's this?
85
What,
milligrams.
what kind of wings are these?
Habanero.
Huh?
Wait, where the honey
Damn,
barbecue?
this shit look. This thing.
Shit, my
Yeah,
bad.
bust it,
This
bust
shit,
it.
this shit smell busting.
Smooth.
Alright.
Damn, you ordered
At
10
this point, they here.
person.
What can we do?
Hey, yo, our podcast, we don't never get no. Hold on. What's that you got right there?
Well, they all the same.
Oh, okay. We all got our own shit.
You know he's African. That nigga's mind can't process like 2 things at the same time.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can't order one thing. You know what I'm saying?
I just washed my hands. Bro, you didn't get honey barbecue. If this one don't taste right, bro.
But honey on the habanero joint, bust, bro.
Yeah, this nigga literally
They
nigga
bust,
like,
bro.
y'all niggas just order. Y'all wanted
Nigga,
food?
you
I got
said
y'all food.
You want food? You didn't say.
What
He
kind of
said,
food?
what
Yeah,
kind of
this
food?
is perfect.
He
This
said
is-
wings though.
Yeah, wings.
Perfect.
I order wings.
Hey, yo, did
Okay,
you want
I
some
didn't
soda,
go
bro? Did you want some soda?
I was going. Yeah, I'll take
All right,
some.
Oh
so we got
my
more
God.
people. We
What
got
the
more.
fuck is wrong with y'all niggas,
Yo,
bro?
has-
Y'all
hey,
niggas
yo,
literally
we see-
drinking
we see-
plastic.
You
What?
see it?
I don't give a fuck. This plastic good as a bitch.
Oh, never mind. You ordered the right thing.
Oh, okay.
Yo.
Yeah, I told you it's busting, right?
Y'all niggas
I don't know how this shit
tripping.
gonna taste with soda, but we gonna
Heavy.
go find out.
Oh, this
Heavy.
sounds spicy.
Right.
Yeah, you're African, right?
Oh, I don't like
Water,
spicy
lime,
food. I'm the
juice.
What
wrong
the fuck?
African. Yeah, I think I grew up
Nah,
with too long.
Flavor sodium.
let me see what this man said over here.
All right, let's see. what-
Zach said something. If you're in the front, just read that shit.
You can't let your past eat you up from
Oh yeah,
anything.
there's no joke out there.
All this shit you take
All right,
and it's to put this. You gotta
Alright.
do some.
you can't.
That's a
You
run
can't.
on sentence.
you can't-
Like, niggas can't.
You can't let your past eat you up from anything. All the shit you take in, put that in your head now, and you're unbeatable because you know those errors. So he's trying to pretty much all he's trying to say is
Nigga, you texting like you talking.
that's me.
He probably
He
talked
probably
the
was
message.
talking.
You texting like you
Oh
talking.
shit! I need
that's-
to give y'all napkins. My bad.
That's deep.
Let me go
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
You about to Look at these fingers. You tripping?
But that's true though.
You got a point. You got a point.
Hey, can I get some, sir? Oh, I didn't even see that, my nigga. My bad, nigga. Goddamn. Most good podcast ever.
You got a lot of shit going on in this podcast.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I want to thank Leroy for bringing us to this podcast,
Like
like feeding
shit.
us.
Yeah.
Now I want to thank y'all for making me even do this. This is the best way for us to bond, man.
Now, if you
'Cause
gonna
we
feed
don't
me,
see
I'll
each-
pull up every day.
we don't see each other like this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Niggas constantly
That's,
working
you
though.
Bro,
want to
we
know why?
always
You want to know why?
working.
You want to know why? Because all of y'all are business owners,
Yeah,
bro.
bro, you don't have
That is
time.
true.
All of y'all own a business.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Like people don't understand that shit.
Yo,
Friendships are always going to be there, but you always need to surround yourself with people that are like you.
yeah,
Notice everybody in this room owns a business.
like shit.
True.
You know what I mean?
Shit, like shit.
Everybody owns a business.
True.
You surround yourself with money, guess what you're going to do?
Get money.
Get money.
On God.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been telling y'all. The people that come around me, they have potential of what they're doing. They're going somewhere.
Yeah,
They're not just sitting there talking about it. They're actually moving forward.
Mm.
And to me, that's a blessing right there for me to be surrounded with all these people. You know what I'm saying? But I know y'all enjoying the chicken right now, but
I ain't
Now,
eat
fuck
yet.
that. Let's keep talking.
I ain't eat yet.
Are you trying to be fit?
No, it's not even that. It's like, you know, when I'm drinking, I can't eat. You know,
Bro, I
Fuck
gotta
you mean?
eat 'cause
How you
I'm
soak up
skinny,
the
that's what
liquor?
it is.
I'd rather eat first than drink. You know what I'm saying?
So what you want the wings?
No, I do want wings.
Oh, okay. Because
You know, that's-
Bro.
you tripping.
this podcast is lit than how they call that shit. The one that was having the issue right now, Fit Fresh or whatever the
Bro.
fuck. they
Yo,
call
them
it.
niggas blow the
Yo,
shit
yo,
out of
he
me, bro.
is bugging,
Them
bro.
niggas blow the
Let's talk
shit
about
out
that
of me,
shit.
bro.
Let's talk about
Yo,
him.
that's the shit those are the type of niggas that you need to fucking cancel.
Yeah, no,
What
because
they do?
Nigga,
but he's downplaying black women. Have you not going?
no.
Like,
It's,
bruh,
it's
the way
okay
he-
to have a fucking preference, bro. It's
Right,
okay
no,
to
but
have a
he's
preference,
like-
bro.
but he downplay.
But
I'm not
disrespecting
saying
them?
It's
He's
disrespectful. He was condescending as fuck. This nigga was saying, "I'm not down with the blackies."
I'm not down with the brown.
The brown, like
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about we like other shades. And then when he was talking to a woman, he said, "No offense to any black women right now." How you gonna say no offense? They talk about how they ghetto, how they don't know how to conduct themselves,
all
how they're
black
always
women ghetto?
loud.
Are all
No,
black women ghetto.
no, absolutely not.
Okay. Is there a lot of ghetto white women?
Hell yeah.
Is there a lot of ghetto Hispanics?
Hell worse.
So what the fuck is going on? Like, I really don't understand what this colorism has done to our mental.
Hey, yo, your phone is mad loud.
We're not on a break though.
Yeah,
We're
we're
not
not
on-
on break.
No.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later. I thought we're. I mean, I'm.
What's
hungry.
wrong?
I'm eating it.
Hey, the man going viral.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really pissed off when I watched that shit. And you know what's worse is that
what's wrong with having a preference though?
no, it's not about
It's
having
not
a
about
preference.
having a
It's about your tone. It's about your tone.
All right, cool.
The way he was saying that shit,
Yeah.
bro, it was not borderline. It was more than disrespectful.
How so?
My man said we're not down with the blackies.
Okay.
We're not down with the brown. We don't the night riders. You calling black
he
women the
said
that.
night
Yeah,
riders?
he win.
He
He
damn
win
sure
him.
did say that.
He said
It's a little deep.
He damn sure did say that shit.
Yeah, what's your opinion?
And you want to know what the worst part about this shit is? Not that he was saying that we had a brother sitting on the other side of him talking about
And
the
going,
same shit.
Yo, he was yeah, not me.
Darker than us.
Yeah.
You know
Darker
what
than
it-
He
us,
was
bro.
just he was just soft.
My man.
He was just kissing ass. He was just pretty much kissing ass. That's what he was doing.
bro. It's
fucked up, bro.
that shit like that fucks me up.
This is the
I've
one you
watched
be
their
like.
show before. I've watched their podcast before. You know
That's
what I'm
what.
saying?
Yeah, that's what you be
Is
like.
there a
Fuck your
slap?
life.
Is there a slap jump where you like it sounds like you slapping the shit out of somebody?
That's what
Let
it
me
is.
see. Let me
That's
see.
what we need to do. Like where somebody says some dumbass shit, you just be like wow. Like you know what I'm saying? Like come
Bro.
on.
The fact for me that the nigga was sitting down there just being like just hopeless, like you can't defend a black woman, like
It's not even that, yo. Let me put this in perspective. You can have your choice, you can have your preference.
don't disrespect.
Don't disrespect.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Once you start disrespecting, then that takes you completely out the
Name
out the
calling, just
conversation. You know what I'm saying?
disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, you called a black woman a night rider. Somebody call your mama a night rider. See what
And
happens.
see, yeah, and see what happened.
Mama jokes ain't funny.
I said that with this nigga. You say your mama jokes ain't funny. That nah. That,
But that's the show we grew up on.
yo,
Yo,
why you grew up on your mama?
Mama?
Yo, Mama was the show we grew up on, but now that shit not funny anymore.
Nah, we are so fucking sensitive now.
We are. That's what I was saying.
Everybody's so sensitive now.
We are.
Back in
We
the
are.
day, this nigga said your mama's so fat she looked like a planet.
We all laugh.
yo,
Your mama's so special, like a planet.
yo, this is the shit that used to be on your mama. This was on MTV, on live TV,
Mhm.
on live TV. Nowadays, you talk about
Yeah,
anything.
that whole podcast was trash. Somebody said that whole podcast was trash. It was. It wasn't even trash. It's just canceled now.
And then that guy, the one that's not dark, the light one.
Yeah, the
He's
the
not
fuck-
black.
who is he?
Who
He's
the
not
fuck
black.
is he?
He's Indian.
Yeah,
He's Indian.
You know,
somebody.
Indian people. I'm not. You know what?
Well,
Let me
then you see
let me
again.
retract-
You
Let
see
me
where it
retract
coming
my
from.
statement before I become a master. What she said was? What she- you know what I'm saying? Let me retract my statement because you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, my nigga. You feel me? Who the fuck gave you the platform to talk about an entire race of people?
Yeah, that's true.
You
But
You feel
then,
me?
see
And
the-
you're not even fucking from here.
and then the crazy thing is the way he be shitting. He be shitting.
Yo,
people
he be
down. Hold
shutting
on.
these girls
Let me
down.
finish my
Shut
talk.
up,
Yeah,
shut
shut up. Let me talk.
I've watched this show so many
I'm
times.
like, yo,
And the way he be talking, and I watched the show because I want to slap the shit out of him,
And not only that, do you see how he kicks people off?
bro.
You can get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta be here.
what?
Yeah, real crazy. Real crazy. Coming
Who
up
gave
about-
them? Who gave them the? Who are they? Does
Nobody.
anybody have any ansers?
No, nobody.
Okay. I mean, listen,
Anyways, let me go back to my question I
All
got
right,
for you
let's
before
cut that
that man gets you all heated and we go find them where they're at.
them niggas straight bitches.
All right. So I'm about to go dip, but I know y'all eating, so
What you talking about eating ass?
My,
We were talking about eating ass.
my next
Hey, bro, we
question
ain't eating no
is.
ass out here, bro. I don't know.
My next question is.
I ain't grown. If eating ass is grown, I ain't doing it.
My next question.
I'm motherfucker. I eat some pussy though.
You this close?
Nah,
Bro,
We
you
had
beat.
this conversation.
We
had this conversation.
We had
bro.
this conversation.
We had this
You test
conversation.
the
Let me-
dookie.
Do you want me to show you how I don't get to that point?
Nah, that's okay. Next
No,
one.
no, no, no.
Yeah,
Let me-
niggas-
No.
niggas is eating.
No, my
Niggas
question.
is eating.
My
No,
question.
no,
My
no.
question.
All right.
All right, my next question is. This motherfucker, this two motherfuckers don't finish the whole
Yo, y'all
show.
niggas is tripping with that. So with that.
But
I used to work. Hold on. I used to work for Coca-Cola, bro.
I know you all over the fucking place.
I used to work. Let me
You
tell
work
y'all.
for everybody.
Let me
you know
tell
you
ya.
African. You work for everyone.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why if you're broke in the United States, you're a bitch.
Yeah, super shit.
No,
That's
no,
some
it's
real
not about
shit.
drink.
That's
It's
some
just-
real
No,
shit.
it's just being. You know, you can take free courses at Howard University. You know, you
Yeah,
can take free courses at
I didn't know
fucking
that.
Harvard.
yeah.
Free.
Free. 12-week courses.
Like you know how they say it on the show, how they call that shit? Free.
I never heard of that.
free.
Tober tax.
You can
Free.
You can take courses at 5-star universities.
All
That
right,
if
hold
you
up, let's
put,
be
if
real.
you put,
That don't make you soft.
no, it's not about being soft.
It's about going finding it.
Yeah,
like, go
and
getting
what I said was, if you're broke in the United States, you're a bitch. That's what I said. That's what I said.
This
And-
nigga
and-
don't- He don't agree. He don't
no,
agree.
No.
Why?
You don't agree?
I don't agree.
Why?
You-
Why?
Do you? What the fuck?
No,
are you
no,
talking
hold
about?
on. Why?
Hold on, no. Let me say one thing before he says anything. In New York, the average salary of a homeless person on the streets is $50,000.
Oh, nice.
So you living on the street making 50,000?
100%.
How we know that they ain't filing taxes?
They're not filing taxes, but that's how much money they're making.
How you know?
Because New York is a tourist area, so you can be on the streets doing whatever. You're gonna get money
I mean, they be begging and they making bread.
for 12 months. 12 months. That's the average salary of a. And I know it's been done because people have done surveys. People have been on the street. You know how like some actors they take their roles to the next level
Mm-hmm.
and they put themselves in the homeless man's shoes for a month, for a year. And I think that's how they're getting the stats. But if you're broke in the United States, are you kidding me? Like, come on, man. This is on another level. I don't even think we need to be having this conversation.
Nah, we
let's-
gotta have that conversation.
Wait, okay, let me
It's
go.
crazy. It's
Let
a
me
false
talk about
narrative.
How is
said
that a
we-
false statement,
he
bro?
said we have to have this conversation.
How is that a false statement?
But you know
How
what-
can you be broke? How can you be broke in the United States, bro? You tell me. How can you be broke?
My mama don't get it.
Great, listen, right? The thing is, there are multiple factors that affect your financial status, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're not everybody built like you and a go-getter,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta be able to understand everybody's built different.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not gonna go search for what you're looking for. But just because they broke doesn't mean they whatever you said.
What do you mean? A bitch?
Yeah.
Wait. I got a question.
Okay, let's take.
My bad. Wait, hold on. I can eat the bones.
Now we can say it's your fault that you're broke.
Bro, I got a serious question. I swear. I can eat the bones on live.
Bones.
Chicken bone.
No, they're not
This nigga
healthy.
eat-
No, you can eat the bones.
The
for sure. That's
marrow
where all
and
the
shit?
calcium
Fuck is
is
wrong
at.
with
Yeah, in
you?
the marrow.
That's not healthy, calcium.
What is fucking wrong with you?
These joints are
How you
genetically
gonna tell this
modified.
Oh, yeah,
motherfucker?
These
Oh,
joints
yeah,
is
yeah,
genetically
yeah.
modified.
I don't give a fuck.
This is not the African wings. This not
Oh,
the
yeah,
African
we know
bone.
that, but I cannot-
This
Can
not
I
the
eat my
African-
bone?
I don't think you should eat that one, bro. 'Cause
Bro,
you're probably eating like.
I
You
should
know
have not asked this question. This motherfucker is here.
Our ratings gonna go down. You eat that
You're
bone.
probably eating propofol.
I should not say this shit when these motherfuckers are here.
You probably
You're
turn out.
probably eating propofol.
But anyways, my question, right, is slavery,
Oh my
segregation,
God. Oh my God.
and low income still affecting us to the point
100%.
where we're using it as an excuse, or are we just, like, is it affecting us, or are we using it as excuse at this point in time?
Some people are not. Let me put it in perspective.
Right.
Some people are not using it as an excuse. They're using it as a means to not be a go-getter.
That's just a nice way of saying excuse.
I know somebody. I know somebody that has 3 kids, that their kids now have kids, and they don't work. You know what they get?
Mm-hmm.
They get WIC, they get
Mm.
unemployment,
Everything.
They get
Disability,
they
shit
get
like that.
WIC is like something that you get when you have a kid, the government helps you like with
To
Pay for,
groceries. They help you
like
pay. You know what I'm
groceries,
saying?
like milk
yeah.
and
Yeah.
cereal and shit.
Kind of food stamp.
So and
It's like
yeah,
food
like
stamps.
for the
It's
kids.
like food stamps for babies.
But for babies.
and then they have food stamps because you know what happens. They live in one household, so they have kids in a manner where if you're not pregnant, she's pregnant. If she's not pregnant, you're pregnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And every month they're getting $500 to $600 to $700 worth of money from the government.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And they live in Section 8, so they're paying $600-700 less than what you were paying.
Mm.
And then the
Right.
government is still paying that because they're giving them money from income taxes from all the kids that they're having because they're not bringing in any revenue.
Mm.
Each child right now is $5,000. If you have 3 kids, you can only claim 2.
Bro, my bad. I just cracked the bone.
It's fine. Eat your bone, nigga. You feel me?
Man,
You-
that sounds
you-
like a slave one.
Temptation.
Temptation. Oh my god.
Wow,
Out of here.
man.
Temptation. But what I'm saying is like you can only claim 2 kids.
Right.
2 social. Let's not say kids. Social security numbers.
Yeah,
Mm.
you're right. Numbers because it's
I
just a
can go-
number.
I can go to Baltimore and get it and
Get
get
a
a
child
homeless
social
nigga
security
and
real quick.
claim that John. That's $5 in my pocket.
Yeah,
Mm.
especially with tax time coming too.
Claim 2 of them motherfuckers. That's $10.
That's
And
easy money.
I'll bust you with with 1,000. You gonna be like, oh shit,
But I just pocket $8,000
Yeah.
Mm.
You feel
just
me?
by
So,
using your shit.
in the United States, it's all about social security numbers. And then if you use what you just said, Section 8 actually enables us to do that
Mhm.
work.
Agree.
Enables us. Some people
Literally.
actually do need the help, but because of the overshadowment of the people that are taking advantage of this, it makes it seem like we don't really need it.
I don't know enough to comment on this. So listen.
Nah, because Section 8 is handicapping you.
Yeah,
It's literally handicapping you.
yeah.
You're paying nothing to live. Literally. So it's not giving you any drive to go out to make any money because you don't have to pay any money
Mhm.
to take care of yourself.
And then they give you money for food every month. They give you $300 for food every month.
You know what one person could do with $300 for food?
Just food.
Just food? Jesus Christ.
Exactly. And then imagine you have 3 people living in the same household, get all of them getting $300.
It's $900 in food alone. People are not eating $900 in food a month. So what people are doing is they're reselling them as well.
Yeah.
They resell
knock
those
the
food
hustle.
stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't knock the hustle for sure.
Oh no, I mean those are the people that are playing it fucking
Yeah,
smart.
there's-
That's why I'm
That's
saying.
playing it smart.
But-
Like living on Section 8 and making more money than what you're really supposed to.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the thing is, the government's tracking that shit too,
yeah,
because everything is ran off of social. So if you're living on Section 8, your social is connected that you're living on Section 8. So if they see that you're making more money than what you're supposed to,
boom.
that's how they get you.
And then you can't buy a home. If you get off Section 8 and you can't buy a home, it's
How
not
many
technically
people on Section 8 trying to buy
a lot.
No.
There's a lot of people.
A lot.
Your,
You
your
ever been to
credit
the
is your
trailer
credit
parks?
is not going to be fucked
You ever been
up.
to the trailer parks in Germantown?
Yeah.
They drive better cars than you, my friend. I saw a 2021 Corvette in the
At
trailer park
trailer
last week.
park?
I don't
Last
know,
week.
but take a picture next time.
My mom lives across the street
From
there.
There's some trailer park homes that are nice as fuck, bro.
Bro, they got yo, I literally see
Isn't that where,
Mercedes.
Homeboy was living? Catch.
No,
that
no,
area?
well, yeah,
That
that's
area.
Section 8, but I'm talking about the trailer park.
The
right
trailer
behind
park,
it.
yeah, behind
yeah,
it.
that was
Yeah.
Section 8. That was Section 8.
That was Section 8?
Yeah, the person that you talked about where they were living at, it was this Section 8 there. Also, let me give you guys some education. When companies like Bozzuto and Ryan Homes
Right.
and stuff like
Ryan
that,
Holmes.
when they build houses, the state obligates you to have a certain amount of
Section 8 homes.
Section 8 homes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Every apartment complex you
yeah.
ever see has Section 8 housing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And because you can use vouchers and
You
shit.
can use vouchers.
Mhm.
Even when it comes to having a kid, you can have Section 8. You can have vouchers for daycare for kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you could be making.
I'm trying to go on vouchers for my daycare because I pay $500 a week.
Oh yeah, I gotta put you on to my lady, but you don't live around here.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, my lady, I pay $250.
$250? How many kids you got?
Just one.
I got 2. That's why.
Okay, so you're paying $250.
$250 a piece.
Okay. So that's straight.
I'm paying.
You know,
nothing.
these guys won't understand. Well, no,
No, but I'm trying to
paying
talk to the
nothing.
mother of my kids to try to get me to go on vouchers without having to pay child support.
Yeah.
So, when you have that conversation, they have to just know that you're providing her with some kind of money in order for them to give you a voucher.
Mhm.
Then I'll be paying $100 a week for 2 kids. So I'm working on that right now. But
Yeah.
as of right now, I'm paying $500 a week.
Okay, that's deep.
Okay.
every
That's
Monday
deep.
before 9 a.m.
That's
She
a
needs
mil-
that money
that's,
pronto.
That's a
Wow.
millennial's check for a month.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what it is.
Take your work.
It's like
take your
$2,000
kids
a
to work
month.
That will be every day.
$2,000 a month.
$2,000 a
Easy.
month.
Take
$2,000
your
a month
kids to
easy.
work.
You could be living lavish, bro.
Oh,
He is. Look at his chain.
Yeah, I know.
stop.
Damn, that
Stop.
joint bust
Stop.
down.
Stop.
Bust
Stop.
down.
Stop.
Bust out.
Stop.
Bro, I'm getting
Stop.
cold with all
Stop.
that ice
Stop.
out here.
Stop it. A nigga
Bust
go out buy
down.
one chain.
Yo,
One
shit.
chain.
My
bro.
shit is still. What is this? I think this is
No, it's gold.
gold plated.
No, it's gold. No, it's gold. Yeah, I know real gold. That's gold. It's gold, my nigga. Like that shit cost that bag. Like if you go sell that shit right now, you can get a good
Nah,
six,
bro, don't-
700.
Nah, gold plated, bro. I got this shit.
It's
in
not real?
I got this shit in Nigeria.
It's real. He paid for
It's
it.
blood diamonds.
I got rope.
The blood diamonds.
I got rope.
That shit made real gold.
I got shoestrings on my neck, bro.
I got
Get the
rope.
fuck out of here.
Yo, that ass.
I got rope.
that ass.
Does it count?
I got rope too, nigga.
Nah, you got that type of rope.
Y'all stupid.
That bing bong rope.
Yeah, go ahead.
We gonna move on from this.
All right,
question
let's go.
now.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, I mean, I feel like question. That was a good question.
Yeah, it's a good
It's a
question.
great fucking.
I mean, I
question.
had to bring it up because a bunch of people don't talk about it.
No, a bunch of people are still on.
what's
Section 8
the
as well.
what's the comment saying?
They went dark.
Oh, they went dark. Yeah, nobody in there. How many people we got watching?
We got 4
Somebody
now.
said something
It
on
was
there
like-
about the Section
What
8.
was that? 12. Yeah. My boy said. Zach said it's a whole list of list for Section 8 years worth for that shit. So he's
Mhm.
talking about like the money and all that we were talking about, like people living off of the government.
Zach,
Yeah.
I don't understand your question.
No, I mean, I think he's like,
What
Going-
is the 8-year worth of?
So
that
if
shit? What does that mean?
we would have actually if I would have popped the question
Mhm.
when we were talking about it, we would have probably understand it better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably like after we
Yeah. After we
clicked
Mhm.
on it too late.
Oh, okay.
So I got another one. We gonna treat all those questions today. We just have 2 more.
Okay.
This is my last question. I gotta go to sleep because I gotta be up early.
Nigga, we got 2 more questions.
11:30.
2 questions.
It's 11:30. Hey, but you guys gotta realize, bro, his schedule is on
Oh,
another
yeah.
level, you know. He's
My schedule.
my schedule's another fucking level. I
This
got
nigga
the-
gonna be here in the
Yeah.
morning
Yeah.
before
Nigga,
by like
I gotta
2
be here
I
at
gotta
9
be
a.m.
But
tomorrow.
no,
9
we gonna make-
a.m. That's early. What the fuck?
9
No,
a.m.
right.
Bro.
Wake up at 9 a.m. every day. Y'all niggas is tripping.
But I be leaving here like at
This
5 a.m.
motherfucker be
bruh.
living here like 5 a.m.
Yeah, I
You
be
talking
saying.
about hustle?
Did you see
Hustler
what
right
I
there.
just went and did a tattoo in the middle of the goddamn podcast. And I just knocked out 2 tattoos in 30 minutes.
All right, let me
Damn,
get this
he's
question
good.
so we can.
He's good.
Can I hold on?
Man, I got to, man. $500 a week.
Can I hold it
So
on?
You don't want to be living in Section 8, huh?
Hell no, bro. I can't do
question-
that.
the
I live in a big ass house. Got rent, nigga. Rent $4,000 a month.
God damn.
Yeah. I got
$4,000 a month?
7 bedrooms.
I got COVID.
Yeah, mami, tima, you don't die for yes, so you talk to
What's wrong with
Can I
him?
rent one?
No, huh?
Can I rent one?
All
Listen,
them
with,
bitches full.
listen,
I ain't
with-
even lying.
listen, with the bust down chain like that, you
Come
better
on,
got
man.
motherfucking 7 bedrooms.
Come on.
Nigga.
You want to know something? That's why I love being a tattoo artist. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Being a tattoo artist is very beneficial.
Mhm.
I make tons of money.
Yeah.
But the more money you make, what people don't realize, the more money you make, the more bills you have.
Yeah.
You
You're living
Bruh,
to a certain standard. That's
you're
the
living
problem,
at a certain standard.
Mhm.
When you make more money, you want better things.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I got a big ass house, but I also pay a big ass rent.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I got kids, but them motherfuckers expensive.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like back when my peoples were able to watch them, I was living
Easy.
life. I could buy a chain
Yeah.
right now.
Nah.
Come on, nigga, I wouldn't
Yeah.
buy a chain right now.
No,
I'm
no, no.
hurting.
They're gonna be
I
like
make
this.
a lot of money. I
Yeah,
make,
he's not hurting
They're
though.
gonna be
He's
like
not
this.
hurting for sure. He's not-
bruh, I
Bruh.
made
No, he's
this
not hurting
week.
though.
This week alone.
Mhm.
I made about $6,000
Right.
this week.
Yep.
I'm not lying. Am I lying, Leeway?
No.
Not lying. $6,000
He
this
hustles
week.
more than everybody. I always tell him
But-
I
No,
admire
every
the way he
every
hustles.
time I come to somebody in your chair,
Mhm.
I never see you just standing around. I've never
I'm blessed with clients.
Yeah.
I'm blessed with clients. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm blessed with clients, and if something opens up within a day,
Yeah.
they feel it really
Yeah,
fast.
really fast.
Now,
Yeah,
I'm blessed with clients, but the thing is, bro, I make that much money, but I don't see,
See it. Yeah.
hardly any
Yeah.
of that
Yeah,
shit.
And I think that's
honest.
the issue in our community.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't see the money that I'm making. If I
Right.
didn't have I love my kids to death. If I didn't have kids,
Yeah. Oh,
bro,
if I didn't have kids, if I didn't have a child, right now
I
me
would
and
be
me and my
rolling,
shorty
bro.
would be at the
traveling
beach
like
somewhere.
a motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
But I would never let my kids stop me from living my life,
Yeah.
nor wanting to travel.
Yeah.
I will travel when I want to. See, I have half custody of my kids, so I have week on, week off.
Yeah.
So Friday to Friday.
Okay.
So I get my kids 7 days.
That's
my
dope.
Girl get her kids.
So with that question, right?
That's dope. That's
How are
dope.
we gonna solve it for us to have actual income in our pocket where we know we can still do all this shit with our kids and all that? What do we need to do better?
I got a question. I got an answer for you.
Okay.
If I had the answer, because I know you about to give
I got an
a
answer
bomb
for you.
ass question,
Yeah, I got an
a
answer.
bomb ass answer.
He about to get deep.
I
No, not
would.
deep.
You see, that's what we just did.
Right.
Buying food.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of my money, and I know you're gonna go there. Buying food takes a lot of my money. I'm a fat nigga. I like to eat.
Yeah.
Me too.
So
I like to eat too.
like I like
No,
to
you
eat.
don't.
bro.
Hold up.
Every time- but
Hold
look,
up.
Even
I
when
love food, bro.
yeah, no, but you talked to me about this shit when I first
Remember,
met you.
I told you.
I literally a week eat at least 4 steaks.
Oh man.
I eat expensive.
Fuck.
You said he love food.
Hey, bro.
I love food.
No.
I'm the nigga of food.
No. I can't eat 4
Like-
steaks because 4
No, I
steaks.
can't eat 4
You-
steaks.
we had this conversation.
Goddamn, steak stays in your stomach for 7 days.
Bro, I know.
Nigga,
That's
stop
why I'm
cutting-
fat.
Don't do that shit here, please.
No,
Bro,
I'm being dead
look,
ass.
This is what he
I'm being
told me.
dead ass, nigga.
When I first met him, when you tagged
I
him,
remember.
bro,
Don't
he
do
was
that
talking.
shit
He was
here.
talking. I was like, bro, what
I'm
I gotta
still-
do to get like you?
I'm still
And he
eating
was
my
telling me what I had to do to get in shape.
He was lying to you.
Yeah.
He was
Big
born
time.
like that.
So
No,
he
no.
was born.
Go on my
brolic,
Facebook
bruh.
and see how I used to
This
look.
nigga was
No.
skinny as fuck.
Go
No.
on my Facebook and see. Well, not this Facebook because I got hacked. Niggas really hacked me. Niggas hacked my
Nah,
Facebook.
but like he told me, and I told him, bro, like I like to eat. I like steaks, bro. I don't feel like steak
I love
can
steak.
leave my
How
like
how
No,
you
no,
eat
no.
your steak?
No.
medium.
Medium
Oh,
well.
Okay.
What I gotta do? Don't
You
tell
cook
me
it.
rare, bro.
You do
Don't
all
tell
the
me
way.
rare,
You
bro.
burn
What
it
you-
down.
Mm-mm.
You burnt your
I do
steak.
medium well.
Oh no, okay, yeah,
Medium well?
me and you on
I
that.
used
Yeah.
to do that. Look. I used to eat medium well, right? I used to eat medium well. I used to eat medium well.
Medium well
One
is the
time I
sweet
went
shit.
out with some friends of mine in my car club. They gave me the wrong steak. I didn't pay attention. We were at Longhorn. You know, they stick the joint in there and let you know which one's which. I didn't look and see that shit was saying
Can't go to
medium,
Longhorn no
but I
more.
wasn't also. I also wasn't
That
paying
was juicy.
attention, bro. That shit was so fucking bomb, bro.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
You can't
wait.
go to. You can't. That's the thing, though. You can't go to Longhorn no more.
Why?
Why are you doing all?
Oh my god, yo.
What's wrong with
Bro,
Longhorn,
what's
bro?
up? What's up with
First
this
of
man,
all-
bro?
first
Wait,
of all-
hold on,
First of all,
pause.
if you're gonna eat,
Pause. What the fuck y'all asking them question about food?
yo, no. It's not about asking me a question about food. If you're gonna eat steak, my bro, my bro.
He's about to tell me to go to like Photo Child or some shit.
No. Fuck for child. That's also terrible.
Oh God.
If you're gonna eat,
fuck. This shit pissing me off because every fucking shit you're telling this nigga is where I go.
I'm not going to. If you're gonna eat steak 4 times a week, bro, the shit that is doing to your digestive system, you might as well eat grade A steak. You feel me? Because if you're going to
Where's grade A
Longhorn-
steak?
Chima.
Chima.
Chima got great steak.
You know about Chima? Bro, if you want to flex, you go there. They valet park your jump for
Bro.
20. It don't
Chima-
matter what you
Chima
got.
got
Chima?
Chima, you don't know
By Tyson's
Chima?
Corner.
By Tyson's Corner.
Bro, you can flex for the low.
You could flex for the low.
For the low.
For the low.
Pull up, throw your keys, your lady go.
Yo, yeah, you could take a date down there and you.
I don't eat steak. I like chicken.
Chima.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chima.
How you
Or you
spell
go to
that?
DC, like the CHIMA.
Chima.
Somebody
Yeah.
said, have you guys looked up your blood type? I love meat.
Yeah, O negative.
Meat,
O
but
negative as well.
some
O negative?
Mhm.
My nigga.
Yeah. We can
So,
give blood to
We
everybody.
give blood to everybody,
They
that,
can't
but
give
we
it
can
to
only
us.
give each other
Yeah,
blood.
Yeah, we can't give it
Yeah.
to us.
That's
Oh,
good
God,
for you.
universal
Yo.
blood.
Good for you.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say, so let's forget about the whole food
Be
thing.
mindful.
All right,
All I'm
yeah,
trying-
let's
all
move
I'm-
on from the food.
All
We
I'm
gotta go
trying to
there.
say with food,
Right.
all I'm trying to say with food is
Right.
that if you are going
Live
to
from
indulge,
Yeah.
if you are going to indulge in the things that you want to indulge in, make sure you're getting the best of it. Because if you're getting the D grade, if you're motherfucking eating, what's it called? Not Chipotle. What's the other shit?
What's wrong with Chipotle?
No.
Kava.
First of all, Chipotle, they put salt in everything. They put salt in their lettuce.
Oh
That's
God,
all.
fucking hell.
They put salt in their lettuce. How you put salt in your lettuce? But that's
It
beside.
make it taste better.
It makes you get gout faster. It makes you get diabetes faster. It makes
Diabetes tastes good.
you
Diabetes tastes good. Then a motherfucker.
get. Yo.
Yeah, you had the
motherfucker.
McDonald's fries with too much sodium. and they burn your tongue a little bit, but they hot.
Yo, look at his face. His face.
Goddamn.
Ooh.
Yo.
Damn, somebody in the laughs at Typical Man podcast.
We enjoying it.
Hold
Listen,
on,
you
what's
need to
she
join the
on?
podcast. Hey, let's move on from this question because I'm not even gonna go into this. Yeah, I'm a trainer. Let's just put it at that. I'm a trainer that's it's not just a trainer. I care about.
I'm gonna go back.
I care about like your insides. Some
So-
trainers just want
I care
money.
about-
Okay, all right, trainer. Fuck your trainer shit.
Yeah.
Oh, for now, for
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Well, I got you a podcast just talking about.
No. I don't want. You know what I'm saying?
No, I want you to.
Go follow me on underscore.
No, we're
Bob.
gonna do a podcast with you.
Go follow me
But-
on underscore
Oh,
BODFIT. You're gonna get everything you want right there.
The question I have next is, do we think protesting helps our community?
Yes.
Protesting? Yes.
So here, right? I personally wouldn't go protest because I don't think it's worth it. But everybody has a part they do in the community.
Yeah.
Just because I don't protest doesn't mean I don't do anything for the advancement
yeah.
of our
Right,
people.
Sure.
Yeah.
We ain't
Everybody's-
smoking no more?
Everybody's called to do something different.
I don't think protest really works.
No, it does.
I don't either. I'm with you on this one.
I mean,
I
said
can.
you
I can
don't-
break. Yeah,
you
I
said
can.
you don't
I
feel like
don't think.
protesting
Yeah,
works?
I can break it
protest
down
really
for you.
works.
Why?
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Because like we protested about. Okay.
All the shit that just went on, we protested about it.
Okay. Let me do it this way.
You should have
I'm
Still
somebody
have-
that's very factual. I'm somebody that does a lot of research, and I make sure that I know what I'm talking about before I say it. Right.
Yeah.
Black people have been asking for reform for 400 years. Last year, right, Asians started getting beat up. They already have a protective order signed by the fucking president to protect Asian lives.
Right.
We've been asking for protection as Black people for a long time, right? You know what we got this year? They canceled Aunt Jemima.
Who?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Aunt Jemima, and then they took down some statues from various states. That's not giving us what we want.
Well,
You feel me? So, but we've been protesting, right? Million Man March, right? We had people go to the, you know what I'm saying? We had a whole bunch of protests this year, last year, and the year before.
all right. What you say seems to have a valid point. However, you cannot dismiss the progress we've made by protesting.
I'm not
Now,
saying
it's
that.
not the most effective way to do it.
Mhm.
The issue is we don't have economic value when it comes to the marketplace. Asians dominate the market, so
Mhm.
if they
Great.
if
So y'all get into my point because I got something to say.
And that's why I said protest doesn't work.
Yeah.
no, it does.
You don't see a lot of
Mm-mm.
Asians
Mm-mm.
protesting.
I'm an X for that.
You don't see a lot of
Protesting
you don't
don't
see a
work.
lot of Asian. You know what they just passed this week? Did you guys pay attention? I don't even think you did. They passed that Asians in the future are not going to be considered minorities anymore.
Why?
We don't know, but why didn't they do that for us Black people that have been
What do you
working
mean
on it?
why?
Did you
don't
guys know
know?
that? No. Because of the Caucasian race is going extinct.
Because of the market value.
No, market value, yes,
Yes, that's
but
one.
also test scores in schools.
Value in the
Value,
marketplace.
right, and that's what I'm saying.
We don't hold that value.
But that's why I said it's not working for us too. Because
but it's one of the ways we can be effective.
but for me, the reason why I said protesting is not working, right? We did all this protesting last year, right? Went out for it, right? Everybody do their thing, right? What did it actually change?
It brought some change.
Like what?
It brought attention and awareness to the issue.
That's
No,
it.
no,
but
no,
we
no.
get attention
No,
all the
no.
time we do protest.
Okay, I'm very like involved in this, right?
That's why I made it
So-
the last.
So I thought there was two more. I thought there was one more.
No, that's why I waited. These are the two
Okay.
last ones.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So whatever attention it brought, bing bong, right? Fuck your life.
Fuck
right?
your life. Bing bong.
There is no major change in
No,
Africa.
changes can't be major. It takes time.
Of course, but we've been asking for this for years.
years.
Yes, but you're acting like this is the only thing we're doing.
But hold on.
no, no.
Example: Asians have been asking for this for just what
3 months.
3 months.
yes, we agree that their value in the marketplace is different.
But then we can have the same
we
value,
don't
right?
got that.
But
We
we
do.
don't have. We do,
We do,
right?
No, we
but
don't.
We do.
hold on.
Hold on, let me tell you something.
Not
Let
to
me-
the marketplace.
Okay, let me tell you guys something. We invented everything.
Yeah, but we don't.
That's okay.
We
Now,
are
okay,
the most utmost.
I've heard
When
I've heard y'all.
entertainment runs the fucking world
So I've heard y'all talk about.
everywhere.
I've heard y'all talk today all day. This was my one thing I was waiting for. When it comes to this protesting shit, this is the reason why I said it don't work for us, right? We protested and all that, right? And you said we see a little bit of change, right?
Where?
Right?
Where?
Which I don't know where it is.
Where?
But then after this whole
We got
protesting,
Martin Luther King's name on
hold
the
on,
floor.
hold on. After this whole protesting thing, guess what we did? We went back and worked for the same people we were protesting
But what I'm
against.
saying, y'all act
So,
like it's the only thing
For
we're
me,
doing, bro.
but we went back and worked for the same people we're protesting
Yes,
against.
because that still moves us forward.
But it don't move us forward. For look, we like he said,
You
we
know what?
own
will-
the
you know
entertainment
what
world.
we move us. You know what will move us forward? If all the rich black people came together and created a bank that black people can go and lend from there, that's what's gonna move us forward. That's what's gonna move us
I
forward.
needed to give him that
you
because
can't-
that's exactly what I was
you
going.
can't say
No, there's no cap in that. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
No. Let me tell
I'ma
you
do it
this.
again.
Let me tell you
I'ma
this.
do it
You
again.
own a black business.
That's cat because
You own a black business. You go
I'ma do
to
it
a
again.
bank and get what's it called? A loan from a bank that's owned by a white person, and you pay that loan back. What are you doing?
Think about it.
Their money.
Yeah,
Plus more.
Plus more.
okay. You said
how is that?
we
cap?
saying
That
that
makes no
we
sense to me.
African, we build everything, right? What do we have to show for it? The man on top of us that we're building all this
Africa
is a
is the
white
richest
person
continent in
that
the
is taking
world
that blame.
with
For
minerals
example,
and everything.
Rex, please tell me when you're working for Comcast, right? There
What
was
do we have
somebody
to show
there that is
for?
a white man that is taking
Nothing,
all the
right?
credits you're showing you working for. True or false?
That's true.
So what?
So what do you have to show for it? But then again, when we go protest about what they're doing to us, guess what we do? We go back and work for them.
I get what B is saying.
I
get
no,
what you're saying 100%. What I'm trying to say is that I want to see change, especially
you want to see drastic change.
not drastic.
You do.
It's been years.
We
need
made
some-
a lot of progress. For example, right?
I can agree. I
Wait,
can agree. We made a lot of
Let me hear
progress.
the progress.
Okay, let me get your
progress.
progress.
We're
Let me hear
sitting
the
here
progress.
with 4 black business owners.
right?
We're not the majority when it comes to ownership, right?
Mhm,
But we're changing the narrative.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Through us, it's not drastic and it's slow, but a kid will be inspired. One day I want to be a trainer like you. One
Mhm.
day I want to be a tattoo artist. Like
Yeah.
you. One day I want to own a shop like you.
But my thing is, why is it taking so long and we still use
Because we're
this?
not mainstream yet. There's so many of us.
What do you
When
mean?
when
We are the culture.
We have the culture, but we don't have the power. We're just learning. to have
We
the power.
are the culture.
so you trying to tell me if I stop working
We
for
do
the
have the
person that
power.
owned that power, that major, like, for example, let me put it this way.
No,
I'm a lawyer, right? Right? Let's say I'm a lawyer or I'm a doctor, right? I'm doing all this amazing work, right? My name, right? But then they're going to that hospital because of me. So let's say I stop working for that hospital and build mine.
wait.
What will
No,
happen?
I got this.
Wait. No,
But
let me before you elaborate, right?
What up?
What do millionaires own that continues to allow them to make more money?
Power.
They have multiple like
Business.
businesses.
Yeah.
They have
Okay.
multiple incomes.
Okay, especially in the United States, right?
Yeah.
They
Most-
invest.
Most billionaires that have companies like what, like the NFL, the NBA,
Amazon.
Amazon, all these things, right? If we really wanted major change, imagine if you took all the black people out of the NFL.
You can't afford to though,
Why not?
because we broke.
Why can't we start our own?
Because it ain't gonna get what we
I think-
get.
How not? Why not?
Majority of
Why
the
not?
people playing right now
Why
are
not?
black.
Why not?
I mean, majority of the NFL is black.
It's
How
black.
about the NBA?
Black.
Okay, so why can't all these rich NBA players flossing with the money, with the Bentleys,
Yeah.
with the Lamborghinis, all
Mhm.
these things? Why can't they take that $400 that you just $400,000 that you just spent on a Lamborghini,
Because look,
And
can,
then bring-
can I break it down to you?
bring it to you as another NBA player?
You know why?
Why?
Because of lack of structure, lack of exposure.
This is what I'm trying to say, B. We are the culture,
It don't
right?
matter. You could have the sauce and not know how to use it.
Of course, but
Mm.
we do know how to use it.
We don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we've been told how to use it by people. The NBA structure and give us a place.
No.
Now, if you're smart, you come in as a LeBron James, you take advantage of that. But when your career is over, you leverage and start your own thing. You gotta play a game to know
like
the game.
the big three. Like what?
That's
what's
what I'm
his name?
saying.
Like Ice Cube.
Like Ice Cube,
But
right?
you learn the structure system from there. So you gotta play the game.
But that's what I'm saying. There's so many of us.
There's not enough, so many
The
of us,
Don.
but we're ineffective.
There's so many of us.
We're ineffective.
That's what I'm saying. So if we were able to have the billionaires, black people, open up a bank, right, that is structured for black people to go in and get loans and still be able to allow those people to make money and have enough time to pay that loan back while establishing a business,
Yes.
we become the second Wall Street.
Now
we
I
had
understand
before.
where you're coming from, but you got to understand something with that statement, right? When you're bringing banks into the mix, you got to realize that us as black people.
We don't
I mean, you want to know something? White people do it too, but us as black people, we like to take an inch.
ISIS right there.
Like you give us an inch, and we'll try to take a mile.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of scammers now are black people. How do you know that we're not going to want to scam our own kind because
No, we
they're
already
giving us
do it.
away? PPP loans came out.
I get it. I
Mad
get it.
black people on
I
that
get
shit
it. I get it.
because they see
And we
a way
mad-
out.
mad people
Mad
went
white
to go
people-
jail.
White
Mad-
people
mad
did it.
white people
No.
too.
And
Mad
white
white
Let me
people,
see that
and
charger,
white
bro.
people, and white people, they got
Phone's still
more
charging.
out of it than black people. That's what you're not getting. They're not telling you this. They're not telling you that more white people created more PPP fraud than black people. Black people just got caught
Mhm.
doing it because
That's-
the business is not legitimate. I
Yeah.
have a white friend that only has 5
All
employees.
right, I love what you just said. Legitimate, right? So you gotta play by their rules so you can break them.
But what are we breaking? We've been doing the same thing over and
The
over. We're not breaking
The
anything.
programming
No, we
has
haven't.
been so deep,
Us
bro.
right here, we changed that narrative.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
but we've been doing
But-
that.
but we've
we're
been doing that.
Doing
no,
it.
we haven't. We're
Yeah, we
doing
have.
that by playing by their rules. You have an LLC. You're registered.
Mhm.
You play by their rules, so one day you can break that.
But how many people that were
Sometimes
legit?
I get what
Yo,
you're saying. I
Yeah,
get what
I
you're
get
saying.
what you're saying.
I get what you're
But
saying.
this has been
Yeah.
something that I've been doing for a long time. You have
400
people,
years.
You have,
Progressive.
you have
We
black
came a
people
long
that
way.
have a legit business.
You come from time
before
where people
us.
couldn't read.
Yo, we came from a time where people couldn't read because they're not allowed to read. But also, we're also in a time where police officers are blatantly killing people. Last year, 168 people were killed without using any excessive force from their part of it, and 99.9% of them were black. You
That's
feel me?
So what do you say?
What I'm saying is that
Turn yours up.
we can't just expect
Turn
to
it
break the pattern
Yeah, no, no,
anymore.
no. Put your-
We have to go
yours
and
on
take
mute.
the pattern and create the
Yours is on
pattern.
mute?
You know what I'm
they're saying
saying?
they can't
If
hear
we're
us.
abiding
Yeah,
by
that's
their
what I'm saying. You
rules,
put yours
we're
on mute.
always going to
Mine's
be.
on
And
mute.
even when you get out, you have certain connections and certain bridges that you can't burn because you still. And I bet you, Ice Cube still has some
Put your-
connections that he can't burn
Your rolling
for
up.
him to be able to do what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta play by the rules before you can break them.
But you can't break them.
Yes, you can.
You
Ice Cube
can't.
is doing that.
But he still has partners that are white.
Yeah,
Look at Shade Room. Shade Room got funded
Be
from
close.
a white person. A white person. But you know what Shade Room does? They only create ridicule and create competition with black people.
So when you say once your business grows and you're ready to scale,
Mm-hmm.
and you have white investors that are there to take your business to the next level, you're gonna decline it because of the race?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm saying that you got to know the type of people to go into business with.
That's what I'm saying.
You-
You're focusing
you
on
done?
the
Right,
race.
right.
I'm saying play by the rules and use it to leverage it, because you get the thing about minorities, right?
Mhm.
We let our pride get in what is that thing?
Whose phone is that?
That's his phone echoing.
Please. Listen, I hear what you're saying, bro.
We let our pride get in the way to where you think it's about you, but if it's about the advancement of our people,
Mhm.
it's more than you.
Look at this. Look at when Jay-Z and Diddy try to buy a football team. Look at what happened.
What happened?
It got shut down so
And that's
fast.
fine.
Right.
But now the next people that can pick it up from where they left off.
Who's gonna do that?
The next people.
Like who?
I don't know the next people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
We don't
now
have-
my kids are inspired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
LeVar Ball attempted to get all 3 kids in the NFL.
In the
He was
NBA.
in the NBA.
Yeah.
He was ridiculed, right?
Yeah.
But the next person that does that, they have a platform where to start.
Right.
So I'm saying we're picking up from where we left off.
I just think that
It's not
the
enough.
progressiveness
Not enough.
is not enough.
Yeah, but
With the amount of
that's like you telling the overweight person that they're not losing weight fast enough.
I understand that, but it's subjective a little bit because we've been doing it If somebody's losing weight and they're doing it for years and years and years,
Your phone.
and they're not losing weight or they're losing weight very minimally, it's because they're doing something wrong.
Let me see that charger, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's because they're either eating great 2 days or 3 days out of the week versus eating great every day, even though they're making progress. Instead of losing 1 pound, you could be losing 2 pounds if you were eating great 7 days a week instead of eating 2 days a week.
Eating great 7 days a week would discourage them from continuing to work out.
No, you can still have meals that, and people think that eating healthy is eating bad. That's the perception.
There's no such thing as eating healthy, but that's a different topic.
Really?
Yeah.
No. We're not starting that.
His face said, really?
We are not starting
I'm
that.
trying to learn.
We are not starting
I don't know
that.
that. I don't have all the answers, so I do want to learn from what you're saying. It's not-
Neither do I, but it's marketing.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not starting that.
Eating healthy is subjective to what you do.
Mhm.
And the way a football player eats, if
Uh-huh.
the average person ate like that, it
Mhm.
wouldn't be healthy for them.
Mm.
So you got to eat to fuel your body for your specific need and work.
Mhm.
Is he speaking facts?
No, he's
Yeah.
speaking facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So,
But the
but
issue
if
is
you're
when-
if you're overweight and you're trying to eat weight, you're trying to lose weight. Eating healthy and being in a calorie deficiency is what you need. It
Yes.
does not matter. Even if you're an NBA player, look at a lot of NBA players that were a little bit bigger, like Perkins. There was a time where Perkins got into this, got a trainer, got a nutritionist, and he lost weight. And he was able to maximize his money. He made more money that year because he was able to do. He was a big man. He was able
Right.
to get more
And that I
rebounds.
respect
Right.
because he has a specific niche. The
Exactly.
issue is majority of the people, they just want to lose weight to look like someone else.
Right.
Where you looking like someone else me looking like you
Yeah.
may not benefit me for what I do.
Right.
You looking like me may not benefit.
Right.
You want to tailor your body to the
Well,
best,
being healthy is not about how your physical appearance.
but that's not what people sell.
Yeah, well, that's what they need to be selling.
I mean,
That's why the best.
I
trainers
eat the
that-
way I am to stay sexy as fuck. So I mean,
Yes, and you're sexy. Go ahead, be whatever you need. to
Yeah.
be. Cool.
But at the end of the day, let
Yeah.
me just put it in perspective. And this
Yeah.
is fictional,
right?
right?
I didn't finish school yet. What does that mean?
What?
I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Yo, don't play with this.
I really thought this nigga didn't know what fictional meant.
Yeah. This is fictional. If there was a zombie apocalypse,
Right.
right, and you needed to get away, would you be able to?
Big fact. What?
My nigga,
Survival of the
my
fittest.
if it came down to it,
Yeah.
my ass is getting away. Now, will I get tired than the motherfucker? Yes,
You get it.
but I have that drive.
You ever
I have
you ever
that
watch
drive.
World War Z? You ever watch World War Z?
My nigga, nobody surviving that. Brad Pitt shouldn't have survived that shit. This motherfucker was in helicopter crash. He was jumping on fucking buildings, my nigga. Like, these things were climbing fucking walls, and his ass stayed
But that's what
alive
I'm
for
saying.
2.5
That's
hours.
what I'm saying.
There's no fucking way.
What I'm saying is,
There's
I'm
no
putting this
fucking
in
way
perspective.
that's
Is that what
possible.
I'm saying is, being healthier is better than being unhealthy. It doesn't matter your level of healthiness. It just matters that you're doing something to get healthier than what you were the day before.
For example,
feel me?
You could be healthier than you are. bro.
Exactly.
But
Sumo-
society would not be able to see that.
Look at sumo wrestlers.
Yeah.
Sumo wrestlers are one of the most healthiest people in the world.
Right, because they tell their body to be able to withhold all of
No,
the weight that
because
they put
they're
on.
just for a specific niche. That's
Yes.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly. Like you said.
Also, the type of foods that they eat and the surplus that they're in are positive surplus, right? You can be big. I have friends that are big, but them motherfuckers are monsters.
All right. Okay.
That's what you was
So-
talking about the last time I was talking to you. Like, bro, you could be a monster,
You can
bro.
be a monster and
Yeah.
still eat how you want to eat.
There's a lot of personal.
I know
trainers that
y'all
say
gotta.
that shit.
I know
There's
y'all
a lot
gotta
of
go to
personal
work.
trainers
I
that
know-
want me to.
I know everybody got to work
Yeah,
tomorrow, so let's get that last
All right,
question.
Go ahead and do the last
you know,
question.
You know what's the issue? You started this too late.
Yeah,
You gotta start at 5.
You want to know something? That's my fault, though.
Wait.
It was my fault.
Wait. Did you hear what the
this
motherfucker said?
motherfucker got here at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm just saying. Did you hear what he said?
To
It said
start
start
early.
at 5.
5 o'clock.
What's
nigga,
wrong with
what-
him?
Nigga, that's when
Oh,
my
the-
client came in.
You know, those are niggas that run their own businesses. They can
You
tell
know,
clients-
you know what I mean?
They
Like,
can tell client, hey, I'm kind of sick right now, but
Yeah,
I'll be on a
I'll be-
podcast tonight though.
yeah, they
So
gonna look
watch
at me
it.
like, damn,
Tune
what
in.
you- but I thought you was sick. All right, motherfucker.
All right, the last
Nah, but I
question.
understand what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I get.
we
B,
should have started
B,
this joint a little way
I
earlier.
get you
but-
100%, and I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying. Yes, there's progression. Yes, we do.
We
are
do.
moving
I just
forward.
feel like it's not.
I just think that we are the last on the scale. You
We've
see what
been
I'm saying?
last for a minute.
yeah,
And I
that's
think that
okay.
it's time for that to change
We've
because
been in a negative.
we.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and read all the comments that we have over there.
Yeah.
Somebody saying protesting definitely helps, but the only problem is expect more out of it than what is intended for.
Mm.
Protest is just to raise awareness, and
Right.
it does that, but you gotta follow with action, which we
Action.
don't have.
And
So
that's
you
what
know
I'm
what the
saying.
action
Don't
is?
have
Well, yeah,
action.
that's
No,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
Here
No, I
it is.
agree.
You know what the action
We
is?
don't have
You know what the
action.
action is?
What?
They fucking cancel Aunt Jemima, and people
No,
and
can
people
I
get
speak-
happy about that.
Can I
No,
speak on that? Can I speak on
that's
that?
what we're settled in. We're
They do
settling
the
for
very
less.
minimum.
But
We're
that's a
settling for
minimum.
less.
What does that have to do with
get us
us?
to be happy,
Yeah.
bro?
Can I say one thing?
Yo, that's
Can I
ridiculous.
say one thing? Action is we cannot afford to have action. Them Asians, if they say we're not gonna provide a certain financial,
All right, pause.
Because if
I'm gonna
they-
pause you right
No,
there.
because if they
No, 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 no,
Downtown
no, no,
East
no,
West
no,
Coast, I'm a
no.
big bitch.
Hold on.
If the NBA players and the NFL players saying we're
No,
not
no,
playing basketball and football
right.
no more, you
They've
know how
done
much-
it.
No,
They've
they
done it.
haven't.
They've done it,
Not in
though.
the collective
They
group.
did not
Not
do
in the
it.
collective group.
because they all can't afford to.
What they can.
No,
You know
They
why?
can.
They
because
can.
If you look at the bubble
They
and
can.
realize
No,
when
no, no.
everybody was
But they
protesting,
can.
Yes,
they
they
had-
stopped
they
it. They stopped
Yeah.
it.
You already got
and
paid
it
so much
raised-
money.
and it
Every
raised
NFL
awareness. I can
every
agree that
NBA
that
player
kind of
has-
protest is
Can I say
serious.
one thing?
Every NFL player,
Can I say one
NBA
thing?
player has money.
Can I say one thing? Right, majority. There's only 20% of the NBA that's thriving and can live off without the NBA. The 80% live check to check.
Okay, one
How?
thing. No. Wait. One
No,
thing I
he
gotta
has
say.
a point. He has
Yeah,
a point.
check-
No, I get it, but how?
Check to check is not about the amount you make; it's about your expenses versus your income.
Your income
ratio.
yeah.
Yeah. So most people live check. Let's say I make 20K, 20. All right, for easy.
$20.
$20, right? Yeah. I'm gonna live a lifestyle that's about $18 to $19
Yeah.
because I can afford it and it looks nice. I'm gonna maintain. I know my check is coming, so I'm not worried about the 20.
Yeah.
But that's what most NBA players do.
They
So
live
can't
these
aff-
super lavish
Yeah.
lifestyles, not investing in their future.
So
Everybody's
this.
LeBron
There's a
or
lot.
Steph
There's a
Curry
lot
and-
of. There's a lot of.
So this is
athletes
my
that
thing
don't
again.
Look past.
Okay,
what they're
this is my
currently
thing
doing.
again to what y'all said, right? There's
Get
no
life
action.
insurance, please.
Huh?
Get life
The
insurance.
issue, the
Yeah.
issue, the issue is
No, this is what I'm.
No,
Not
no, no.
action is.
And then here's
No.
the part.
Two
I
policies.
agree with what Chunga's saying, right? He's saying let's not beg the bully to stop bullying us.
There you
Punch
go.
him in the mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
But the issue is the repercussion that come with punching a bully in the mouth. He might punch you back and knock you out. We can't afford to get knocked
Agreed. We can't exactly.
Well,
he has a
don't throw-
point.
don't-
But so
throw a punch if you're not ready to
don't
receive
throw.
one.
Yeah.
But see,
Well,
but
right.
the thing
some
is,
might
but
be
the
fed
thing
up.
is, there's a lot
yeah.
of people who are going to go out and protest, and then once they get the repercussions of that protest,
Yeah.
they lose everything that they already have now. And then how are they able to rebuild off of it? So there's a lot of people out here scared.
Well,
So
Well,
don't
stand up
start
for
it
what-
then.
no.
So you
But
saying no
those
action?
people,
No,
but
no, no.
those people who do protest are ready for those
let
repercussions.
me give
but there's
you-
also
let me give
people
it
who
to
are
you guys
not
this
ready
way.
for those
Look at
repercussions.
Colin Kaepernick.
My man is
He
banned
got-
from the NFL.
He got
I don't
punched in the
understand.
face.
He
Yeah.
got punched in the face.
That
He
nigga
is
is one
bouncing
of the
back.
richest people now. You see how much money
Yeah, I mean, he
makes?
got mad endorsements.
You know how
but my
much?
thing
He
is,
just got endorsement for what's it called for
Yeah.
the roll machine.
Yeah.
Like,
But your
About who?
action, right? He did an action where he stand by himself, right? Regardless of what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? My problem is we do all this shit, and then when it comes to action, we do little, and then when they
Yes,
do,
because I got.
hold on. And then when they give us this and be like, here you go, we're satisfied with it, and then we're done. And then until they do something to us again, we want to stand up. Why won't you just go through the whole
you know what
shit?
happens?
Feeding my family,
People-
I'm gonna take that joint.
But that's the problem we have.
My
Why
kids
you
gotta
think
have
they
food,
made?
too.
Hold on.
Yeah, yeah,
Why
my
do you
kids
think
gotta
they made
have
the
food,
Asian
But it
people's
won't
right
happen-
so
it-
fast?
You
They
won't
got
feel
that
bad
bread.
till it
So
happens
we
to
have
you.
the
We
bag
don't got
too
some bread.
because we don't know how to use
Imagine
it.
if you were George Floyd, right?
Mhm.
And your kids now don't have no food because you're not even there to provide anymore,
Mm.
right? That's what I'm saying.
That's where
We get
all
so-
that's
if
all
we-
this whole thing is
If
about.
we continue to be scared, then we will never get what we want. You know, just last week, the world leaders met. They had a meeting, and they said we are no longer going to use nuclear warfare to be able to
I'm out of
intimidate other people, right? But you know what China did? They said, yeah, we're not gonna use nuclear warfare, but we're gonna continue to improve our nuclear warfare,
Yeah.
right? It's the same thing as black people.
But that's contradicting.
No,
Hold
it's
on.
but they have the right to continue to improve
Yeah, but
it.
they don't have the right
They
to
don't
do
have
it.
to use it.
They don't have to use it
And that's the
The
issue.
fuck are we improving it for then?
What in case?
in case.
Just in case they got that backup plan.
And
There
that's
you
what
go.
I'm saying.
It's
Black
like me and
people
you
don't have
having-
backup plans.
It's like me and you tattooing, right? And I said I'm buying this $10,000 machine and just put it in the side,
yeah.
right? And he'd be like, but you're not gonna use it because you have two other machines, but it's still my backup plan just in case. That's what we don't
That
have.
bitch gonna make the iciest fucking tattoos you ever seen.
But that's what we don't have.
I think that's the issue.
Well,
is that
no, the thing
We don't have
progressive
anything.
growth.
We don't have anything of income stability that we can say we can build off of,
I
because
believe-
we still living on the
Listen,
on the bullies term.
It's insensitive to say we not making action or taking action, because those people that are dying and taking action, bro, they do. I understand progress takes time.
Yeah.
Change takes time.
Yeah.
And you can't expect everybody to be pioneers and take
Yeah,
initiative.
yeah.
There's only a select few. It's like we all care about something, right?
Yeah.
But there's certain things we care more than others. So there's certain things we're willing to die for.
To die for.
Right.
Yep.
But not everybody's willing to die.
All
for
right.
that.
Right.
Precious said we gotta invest and build our own value in every marketplace and through,
All I'm saying,
and that's exactly
All
what
I'm
we all
saying,
saying over
we
here.
don't own.
Nothing.
We don't own anything.
Nothing. We
Yeah,
don't.
but we're not at a place where we can own everything.
We are.
We like structure, bro.
Bro. And if that's the issue, you know what the issue? Let me just
And that's why I go
Let
back
me-
to my
let me shoot the
celebrity
goat.
part.
let me shoot the goat. The issue is the fact that you're saying that we don't have structure is because the people that were trying to create structure for us were assassinated quick.
Yeah, we just gotta pick up where they left from, and the people that care enough will get assassinated.
Mm.
Yeah, you if you believe enough, you're gonna get killed for what you believe.
So Hoko, okay, that goes back to the Asian. They know they believe in something, they go for it, so they don't care if they kill you.
We're not running the same race, bro.
Yeah, well, Asians already had an upper hand,
Hey,
bro.
we
We
not
already
running-
the United States
So,
already owed them
after
trillions
white
of
people-
dollars.
So
So, you know what I'm saying?
my thing is, why
After-
can't we, like, for me right now, right? We're going back and forth with this.
Okay.
What's the solution to that problem?
The
Solution is to
solution.
keep going, because look, after white people is Asian. Who's smart people? Who are the smart people besides white people? It's an Asian. Who make
Mhm.
money besides the white people?
Mhm.
Asian. They have representation in a lot of stuff.
Right.
We don't have that. We're building that.
Y'all not understanding that Africans got a lot of fucking money, bro.
Bro,
Bro,
there's
y'all
a
came
difference.
to
Bro.
America, bro. And
bro.
y'all own a lot of fucking businesses, bro. It like,
Where?
bro, what the fuck? Y'all own a whole bunch of shit.
Where?
There's a lot of fucking gas stations that
Where?
are owned by Africans, bro.
Well, we're majority of our riches or wealth back home, right?
Back home, yeah.
So
Yeah, it's back home,
No,
but-
no, here.
But there's a lot of riches in China
So this
too.
is this problem I have,
China
right?
owns here.
Yeah.
China owns here.
Yeah.
So this is
Your
the problem
favorite-
I have,
no, no,
right?
sure. One second,
Your
Yo,
pants are made in China. Your
yo-
headphones are made
Your
in China.
favorite chicken
Your
spot.
motherfucking
Okay.
Your
nose
favorite
hair
black
is made
chicken
in
spot
China.
is China.
Yeah,
Your favorite
that's for
liquor
sure.
store, China.
Y'all would know more. I'm not African.
But this
You know-
is the problem
you
I
know-
have.
you know,
Not African.
I
I'm
went
a
to Africa.
black male.
I went to Africa in 2014, bro.
Mhm.
I went to Cameroon in 2014. I swear to God. I popped out at the airport. There were motherfucking Chinese niggas smoking cigarettes and fucking frying beignets.
Yeah, they're doing it now. So it's like they're
Fuck
taking
you
over
talking about?
everywhere.
In Africa.
Yeah, they're taking over.
Fuck you talking
I
about?
went to
Chinese in
Africa.
Africa.
No, I went to
They
Africa in
speak our
2018.
languages, my nigga.
I went to 2018.
Chinese people speak every language. I went to a
Listen.
Chinese restaurant. They speak in Spanish, bro.
I went to Africa
They
in
talking
20.
full bo-
I went to
They're
Africa in
speaking Spanish,
2018.
my
You know what
nigga,
this
right?
dude was doing? They were mining our own diamond in our own country.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Alright.
Yes,
You better
All
get
right, bro,
something
be
there.
safe, all right?
Yeah.
Dog, I'm telling you, bro. That shit, that fucking
But-
jack.
but for me,
Guess
my
what?
issue
Guess what?
is-
you know why we behind? Because even Spanish people got more leverage than us.
Spanish people have tons of leverage.
You know why? If they stop working, America stop
America
working.
crumbles, yeah.
They some
But
hard.
this
If
is,
we stop
Okay,
working, we don't even work.
this is my
They don't
problem.
recognize us.
Yeah.
see, this is my problem. That's why we can't make any changes because we're not.
And that's why I said
We
protest.
gotta
is
call it. We gotta call it the
protesting-
way it is.
protesting just allows them to kill us more. How many people died doing the
Have you all
protest?
realized everything we've talked about today is based on we as black people? What are we doing to ourselves?
Not acknowledging
I'm acknowledging the tiny. I'm acknowledging the
the
tiny
I
growth.
acknowledge your little business that you do.
I loved it. Yeah, it's
Don't
a,
take that for no-
it's not a, it's not little, but
No. I see that
But
shit
it's
on. I
getting
see that
there.
shit on TikTok. Like, oh, you still doing your little business? Yeah, motherfucker, it's still my little business. You know what?
So when you gonna make it a big business?
Once that happens,
That's not realistic. How many people can do what Kaepernick did?
Yeah, that's not
Honestly,
how many people can become Walmart?
No, who?
can become Walmart.
The
Not
Walmart
that many
family.
people.
That's what
Exactly.
he's saying over there too.
Yeah.
Now everybody can be Kaepernick, but
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Not everybody willing to die.
But not
Yeah.
not everybody's gonna have a big business.
So the vision is like
Not
we are
everybody's gonna have a
seeing it
big
now,
business.
right? We're seeing
I'm
what
not
we need
willing
to
die.
do.
I feel,
Fuck it, yeah.
but you wanna know what's crazy, bro? I feel protest works to a certain extent.
To a certain
but
extent.
me
No.
personally,
Yeah.
I wouldn't protest
No, that's what I'm saying. I would have
because I feel like it would affect me in the wrong way.
Remember earlier I said, right? Protesting is not the only thing we can do for
The job we
for our
do
people.
don't need anything
I
that had
can
to do with
protest by
protest
me.
and all that
No,
stuff.
I
by
talk to
me
white people all
speaking
the
and
time.
dressing a
Yeah,
certain way,
so
I'm
it don't
protesting.
the job we do
Yeah.
don't need for us to do any
I
of
got all
those.
types of clients.
No, by
All
me,
types of
by
clients.
me
Right.
dressing, you can protest in multiple ways. By refusing to adhere to white standards, that's protesting in a way.
Mm.
By changing what the definition of professionalism look. When they say professional businessman, you're not thinking of someone that looks like you
Yeah.
or me,
Yeah.
or y'all. Like they're not thinking of us.
Yeah.
You're thinking of a white man dressed in business casual. No,
Yep.
I'm gonna pull up with ripped jeans and still be professional,
Right.
Yeah, I pull up with
Yeah.
gold teeth and
and
chain.
still
Yeah.
be professional.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's the way of protesting because we're not adhering to what they're saying.
Mm.
But most people think protesting you got to go out there. No,
Yeah.
they're
You don't
people that
spend
we
your
need
money.
people to
You
be
don't
out
spend
there.
your money
Right.
in places that like I know a lot of people that canceled Walmart and Target and all these things. They shop
And
in
then all they do is
all
black-owned
black
business.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's fine. We need people like that.
Yeah.
I like convenience.
I'm a convenience
If
person as
Walmart
well.
got it.
Yeah, yeah.
If they got my $5
Yeah,
T-shirt, I'm gonna go there.
All right,
Not
if
even
you gonna throw this-
Amazon.
That's what I'm saying.
Amazon.
We all can.
Yeah.
There's a lot of businesses that are actually protesting when they are placing black owned on the outside of their
That's what I'm
business.
saying. There's different
Those are
ways to
small
protest.
little protests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what? Getting mad business just because they
Some of
have
them-
something on the outside
some of
saying
them
black
don't.
owned.
Some of them don't.
Some of them
But
don't.
some of them are missing a lot of money based off of it too.
Some of
But you
them
want
are
to know something?
definitely
Black people are always going to support other black people.
Mhm.
Well,
Mm.
well, I take that back.
Yes.
I'm gonna
If
drink
you're-
for you. I'm
I
gonna
take
drink. I'm
that-
gonna
I-
drink.
If
Yeah,
you're
no, I
good,
take
we
that
gonna
back.
support.
I'll take back that
We have a
statement.
level
We're
of-
going to scratch that from the
Yeah,
record.
black people have a standard.
Yeah, we
A
gonna support. If
standard.
you good,
That's better.
Yeah,
They have a
that's
standard. It
standard. You know
doesn't
why
necessarily
also-
mean they're going to buy your shit
Yeah.
because they
Well,
like that
also
white
the
man
issue
shit a
is
little
it
bit better.
comes back to
You know what I mean?
systematic racism. If they stripped us of what's valuable
Systematic
to us,
racism, yeah.
we can't value what you got because it don't mean nothing. If I
Yeah.
wear your brand, or if you wear my brand, no one's gonna be like, "Oh, that Jones nice."
Yeah.
But if you wear Gucci and a brand that's recognizable,
Yeah.
That's what
it
be
puts you in a
killing me.
certain class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Gucci is
that be
white.
killing me.
Huh?
Gucci
So
is white
so
owned.
okay, good.
Yes, but
All right,
it's a
cool.
standard
But
Cool.
black people
This-
wear it. So
Because
because
it
black
gives
people
us
wear
a
it,
They make
value.
more money.
it
Yeah.
shows.
So
It gives
this-
value.
What I'm trying to say
Yeah,
is
you
It
got a
gives
point.
us, we're
if
seeking
we take
validation from the
all
outside.
our influence away, if we take our influence away and create it,
It's
like-
literally
like what-
impossible to
like
do
what
that
Atlanta
though.
is doing. Like what Atlanta is doing. Everything in Atlanta right now,
It's Atlanta.
it's Atlanta.
Yeah,
That's like Black Hollywood right now.
yeah.
You been in Lennox Mall?
Yeah,
Everybody wearing designer.
exactly. Everybody does wear designer. I get that. But I'm saying the amount of small businesses that are being opened in Atlanta and
Name
being
5.
fun. So many of them.
Huh?
Like all the wig stores.
5.
Physically, I don't know the names. Like I
Yeah,
can't,
no
you know
one
what I'm saying?
knows
Yeah. But when you're in Atlanta, you're shopping from those stores.
All right, but the you can't be a big shark in the little tank.
Not everybody can be a big shark.
Sure.
Not every. You know what happened? You know what a big shark when a big shark happens, cities become big sharks.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? At one point, New York was the big shark.
Yeah, and then
You feel
now,
me? And
Now it's
Atlanta's
not.
a big
now
shark.
it's big.
So if
Yeah,
we continue to make places bigger sharks in the
So
black
you're
community,
fine for the small progress.
I am fine with the small progress, but in the amount of time it's taken us to get that,
It's taking a minute.
it's ridicule. It's ridiculous.
No, it's not ridicule. You're dismissing the progress, bro. You need to
I'm not dismissing it. I'm just
what
saying,
we doing right now is progress. Because back then we say what we doing, we'll be dead.
Yeah, that's fact.
Facts.
but you know what's the crazy
Yeah,
thing?
He got a point.
No, that's big
Dude,
fact.
we would
Yeah,
be
that's big
fucked
facts.
up right now. We'd be
Come
fucked
on.
up in the game. Very seriously.
All right.
Everybody here
brutally
will be lynched,
fucked.
straight up.
So
We got one more question, right?
so that's what's gonna lead us to the
Listen,
last
we're
question.
gonna come back because there's so much.
There's so much stuff,
This has
and
to
that's
happen again.
that's why I
This-
said. That's
this
why I
has
said.
to happen again.
That's why I said this is a men talk
Yeah.
for
I'm gonna
part
make
1,
sure I ain't
2,
got no
3, 4.
appointments because I need to be in on the whole
Yeah.
fucking conversation, bro.
Yeah. Make
Nah,
your money, bro.
nah.
So
You think I'm not? The
I'll
fuck?
be here at 8:30 because
Think I'm worried about a fucking podcast? We're gonna make that money real quick.
He gonna take the mic over there and be like, yeah.
It's made $700.
damn fucking right. Let me do this real quick.
I was the last.
Yeah,
one.
what's that? So my last question
Now I'm gonna eat my wings.
is
Them wings
You
good
gonna
as a
share them?
bitch.
Black-
Yeah, you want some wings? On God.
my
Yeah, oh
last.
God, yeah, go ahead and give me
My
some.
last.
Fat.
No,
I
there's
fuck
there's
with it.
there's a whole box.
Yeah, if you
There's more?
Right there.
You didn't tell me that.
I
Bro,
bought
what the
5
fuck?
bucks.
We're sitting here,
Bro,
here,
5
bro. I don't
bucks.
wanna smoke
Come
this shit
on,
no more.
man.
What I eat?
This
I can't
motherfucker.
eat no more.
5 boxes?
I
4
bought
niggas?
5 bucks. 4 niggas.
You didn't eat none?
No.
I ain't mine.
Do you even eat a lot, bro?
No, I just
want
like
some of
food.
these?
Not good, bro. I already-
You
So I
just
got
asked
a
for some
last
wings, bro.
question
I
for
already
y'all.
washed my hands.
Here you go, bro.
And the last question is black people based.
I know you want some. It's all right.
I was just trying to be polite.
No, take some wings, nigga. I'm not about to eat all them junk. Well, I would, but you can have some. Shit good as fuck, right? I need some water though.
Black
Like some-
people.
I'm about to get some faucet water. Like,
Alright.
no cap.
Oh God, here we go again. Trainer Buffett here.
Wait, y'all don't got water?
Now we run out of water.
I'm gonna
Bro.
kill myself.
Hmm?
You want to know something? I've
We
never
should be
been
good.
sick a
we
day in
should
my
go.
life. Ask my mother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Really?
And
I don't
drink
need no
tons
water.
of tap water. I think it's the tap water.
Well, if you need water, guys,
So I think
Alright,
I
appreciate
trained
it.
my body.
They
not
gonna
to
go
get
buy
sick
water
just
tomorrow,
based off
so.
of the nasty shit that I eat.
Please change.
Damn, I catch COVID.
please change.
All right, last question.
I want you to see your kids, grandkids.
Okay, yeah, we know he gonna see it.
But he's African
Well.
American. He gonna see
You want to know something? Bro? I'm serious.
Yeah, some
He's a
dorky
fucking
ass.
dick, bro. He's a dick.
Last question.
Bro, you hit us with 5 questions. You said 2. You hit us with 5. I've been counting.
Nah, but the thing is, we keep sidetracking.
Black
Go ahead,
people,
last one.
black people,
I'm not black.
we hate each other. True or
I'm
false?
black. I'm black.
False.
Huh?
You don't
What
hate.
Black people, we hate each other. True or false?
False. The issue
We
is you don't
hate each other?
right?
Nah, I just gotta put it that way so you guys can tell me. You know,
Sharecropping.
Mm.
The answer.
there you go.
You said what?
Sharecropping.
Damn, bro.
I just saved your
life.
You owe me $20.
Fuck.
Fuck your life. Bing bang. When we got freed as slaves, the white people still hired us to live on their land
Right.
and still work for them, not earn any money, but earn food.
Mm.
So we were never used to sharing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So now when black people get what they got, that's what they have. They have all the pride in the world because they work hard for that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they're not thinking if I go half and half with you, I got $50 million, you got $50 million. If we invest 25 each, we can get something bigger.
Yeah, we can get
But if I got
100.
50, I'm like, fuck.
I'm trying to,
I got
yeah.
$50 million.
I'm not trying to. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
I ain't trying to invest nothing with nobody.
And I act like I'm bigger than you.
You feel what I'm saying? So sharecropping has programmed us to not share. So it makes it seem like black people hate each other because they don't want to work together.
So you see, I said hate each other so you can say yes or no, and then give me your
I
perspective.
don't think they
of
hate
it.
each other. I think that it's a program and it's like the Matrix.
Well, black people don't even know who they are.
True.
Well, I'm African. I know who I am.
Damn fucking
No,
right.
you don't.
I do 100%.
Part of your identity. Where you from?
Cameroon. Yeah.
So part of your country is calling out French and English.
We were we're one of the
part
only
your
two
morals
countries.
are your standards,
Mhm.
professional standards. are-
Between.
Yeah, there's
It's between.
Yeah.
Talking to the mic.
He
Talking
all.
to the mic.
Yeah.
So I thought this was.
He tripping. But talking to the mic so they can hear you.
Yeah, part of your standards come from the
Mhm.
people that colonize you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not all you. Just because you're African doesn't like they tell you from Cameroon. You might not even be from Cameroon. They
Mhm.
just split you up and put you wherever they wanted to.
Mhm.
Well, Cameroon and Nigeria were one country.
And what else? What's the nearby countries? You can't just put a line and be like, you from here, you from there. If you do the answers to me, you be from all over Africa.
Yeah. Well,
I think we're just African.
Is it Senegal?
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
parts
Senegal.
of Senegal,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think
What
we're
part of
just
Africa?
African.
Yeah.
What part of Africa you in?
I'm from Central Africa, so I could be from.
He
I
can
know
be
I'm
from
Congo,
anywhere.
Yeah.
but I could be from
Congo.
Zambia, Tanzania.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
like
can be
anywhere.
anywhere.
Well,
Be
the thing
in that
about-
middle of
well,
that.
you can
Yeah.
So we
you
got
can-
three different Africans here?
Huh?
Got three different type of Africans here?
Well,
God
technically, yeah.
damn.
But
All right, here's the other misconception, right?
yeah,
You see,
Well, I'm African
if
American.
a white person walks in here, right?
They're not gonna
There'll
see
be
it.
like 4 black people.
yeah,
But the issue is when you see white people, you just see them as one,
yeah.
not knowing
Mhm.
that you could be
From Iceland,
Yeah,
you could be
European.
from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Italy and shit.
Anywhere, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
white.
yeah.
They think white is just the original race,
Well,
one race.
well, the issue is
like
that
white people get surprised when I ask them. They'll be like, "Yo, where you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Congo." Where you from? Like, what you mean?
I'm
Like,
white.
you ain't from here.
Yeah,
No one's from, like
Yeah.
them Native American were here,
Yeah.
but you probably where England, Spain,
Yeah.
or where you from?
And
You're
that's what I
European-
that's
'cause
what
you're
really fucks me
European
up.
American. So it says you're African American, then you got to be European American.
That's what really fucks me up because white people say they're from the United States, but you're not.
No,
you
you're
ain't.
not.
If you
But
heard
no
about
one
the
questioned
Boston
them
Tea
because they
Party,
white.
like
Like you know when
You're
I
really English.
like
You're
when
from
I-
England.
when I came here from
Oh
Africa,
God.
you know anybody that's not black is white. Spanish people are white. Asian are white. It's only when I get here white people separate themselves.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
like when
The only way they change it is by calling us minorities.
yeah, just like no, like if you come here, we're all black, right? But as black people, we know that you're African American.
Yeah,
you're
you're
from
African,
Cameroon,
Cameroon.
you're from here.
I can't say you're African. I say, oh, he's from Cameroon because
Yeah.
if I say you're
Africans,
African,
like you,
It's a broad
general,
statement.
yeah,
you're stripping me
General
of
right. You're
generalizing
stripping
of-
everything
okay.
out.
At the end of the day, we're all the same.
Nigga, I don't even give a fuck. We are everybody. The world was all together.
No,
before
I get what you're
Pangea happened.
saying.
So I don't even
I get
understand.
what you're saying,
you
but-
can only say that because you have a progressive mindset.
Yeah.
You travel.
So,
Yeah.
so,
But
so
try
another
to, try
person,
to tell someone that's
Yeah.
from somewhere and say you're not this, you're just African.
Yeah, yeah.
You come
Hey,
from-
it's a problem.
It's like
What?
saying
It's like
Dominican.
saying you ain't from Southeast
like-
or you ain't from a certain hood.
Yeah,
That you take pride in, you know.
it's
you
like
rep
telling
your block.
somebody from Dominican Republic that they're black.
I also feel like we as black people, I
Right.
also feel like we
I
as
know
black
some
people,
Dominicans joke, I'm
just to take on what you said about crop sharing.
Yeah.
I also think as we are black people, we have become crab in the barrel.
Well, crabs shouldn't be in the barrel. I
I
hate that statement.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
What
true.
they doing in there?
Yeah, they're
if we're
not-
in the barrel, survival of the fittest. I'm
Yeah.
gonna step on you.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm trying to get out.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
trying to get out.
But, okay,
but that's the issue.
Get us
But-
out of a
But
barrel.
that's the issue. That's the issue.
But I feel like with a barrel, with what I'm trying to say is, if the issue is, let's say, okay, let me put it this way: white
Hey,
people
by the
in
way,
a
this is
barrel.
gonna be your most watched podcast ever.
We know,
Yeah.
we know,
You know?
we know. Let me say
Because,
this
He's
is
matching his hair to his jacket.
yeah, no, because this podcast is actually talking about some real shit. Now we get on the podcast and we goof around a lot. We got a lot of people in here that's real goofy. I'm real goofy, but I like talking about shit like this.
yeah, and that's
because
why
it's
what
bringing
I did when I
awareness.
did. I didn't tell y'all the story because I didn't tell y'all the.
He refused.
I
to tell me
refused to
until
tell
tonight.
everybody.
Well, he didn't tell me until last night because we didn't have enough people for
Yeah.
the podcast, right? So
so
when he told me, I was like, "Oh, I see why you."
because everybody was gonna run away from it.
I was gonna fake because I got a fly.
But then, what I
Yeah,
was trying.
flight in the morning?
My bad. What I was trying to say is the reason why I was saying that crab in the barrel. It's like me saying, okay, let me put white people in the barrel. The first thing they will do is,
Put them in there. They
Hold
the
on.
one that put people in there.
but what I was trying to say is when you
us
put them,
Americans, Americans.
if we look at what they're doing, right, they try to raise each other up. Like, hey, I'm gonna give you a helping hand and lend you a hand so you can come up. While we as black people, what we'll do is I pull you down and try for me to go up. When I can, hold on. When I could have used that leverage and be like, let me pull you up so I can give you a hand for me to pull you back up.
Now, white people don't let other white people. You seen Jews? They don't let you in.
No, Jews not gonna let. That's
don't let
they don't let other people,
races,
but they
let
let
Jews
their
in.
own people. For example,
Because they know
it's
who they
crazy.
are. We don't know.
Hold
who
on,
we
hold
are.
on, hold on. It's crazy. Do you guys know this actual studio right now is owned by a Jewish person?
of course.
Yeah, but the difference is we don't know who we are, so we look for identity.
I think
in
that's
the
an
people that
excuse.
colonize us.
I think
I
that's
feel
an
like-
excuse, bro.
Yeah, it's
been
not
so-
an excuse. It's not an excuse because you and I, all four of us here, are not using that excuse to hinder us.
Mm-hmm.
We're using that we're acknowledging the fact,
Mm-hmm.
but we're moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we were like, "Oh, I can't do this because no, you got his business, you got your business,
Right.
we're moving forward." Still, while acknowledging, you can't dismiss. If there's a speed bump, there's a speed
Yeah,
bump.
that's a speed bump.
You
Yeah,
can't
for
do
sure.
it as much as you want to look at it and be like, "Oh, it's not a speed bump." It's there's a speed bump in the way. You got to acknowledge that, John, or otherwise it's gonna mess your car up.
Mhm,
Right.
So
mhm.
we acknowledge the facts that's there. We still got to move forward.
But we don't move
know who
forward.
we are.
You're-
Majority of our identity comes from the people that colonized us.
Right.
Therefore, the stuff we value is not even things that we value.
Yeah.
Getting the shape of getting this and this. These
Yeah.
come from stuff that we don't value.
Yeah. Yeah. Black people never got shape up.
No, we
Yeah.
rock our hair how
Yeah,
we want.
yeah,
Nappy.
Yeah.
Nappy's not a bad thing. If that's
Yeah.
the texture of your hair,
That's the texture. of your
good hair.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where I'm
Good
going
hair.
right now.
Good hair is. There's no such thing as
No,
fucking good hair,
right, that
bro.
show comes from the closest.
Yeah.
You know what's good? You know what's perceived as good in the minority community?
Soft.
The closer you are to white.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I know that
Your
for
hair
sure.
look
I
like
work-
you mix. Oh,
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
that
yeah.
good hair.
You
Your
mix-
skin,
There's a lot of people that say I got good hair.
yeah, because you look like you mix.
You
Do
know
I
you
really?
don't.
You
What
got
you
nice-
fucking
yeah.
talking about? You
Wait.
look like you mix?
I don't
He
think
does.
I don't think you look like you mix.
But-
I can tell as a barber,
Yeah.
I can tell by the texture of his hair. Look at his skin. He's not like. All right, here's the difference.
I got some different shit in me.
He got
Right,
like
this how
I got
you know
different
you.
shit
This
in
how
me.
you
My
know is the
grandfather was
difference,
actually
right?
Chinese.
Yeah,
Well, my grandfather was Chinese.
that's good.
Word?
But
My
here,
great grandfather. Yeah.
but here's
My
how
grandfather
here's how
was
you know-
Chinese.
This is
My
my
mom,
name.
my mom, my mom.
My name is
It's-
Changa.
Yeah, you could have been called as.
Oh
by
yeah.
them.
That's
So
his
go
name.
ahead. Here's
My-
the difference,
yeah,
right?
my mom is half
When we
Chinese
co-
and
when
half Trinidadian.
when we come here, bro, if you go to the store, the products that work for him,
Mhm.
as a beauty professional, products that work for him may not work for us.
Yeah.
Because of our hair texture.
Yeah.
He's mixed with something
Yeah.
else.
Like Head and Shoulders would not work for you.
It would.
Would it?
I don't think so. Now
Part of it would.
Part of it.
Yeah, because you have your hair is not as coarse as like you
Yeah,
know people
I
like
have soft
suffer
hair,
the
yeah.
Nigerian hair.
Yeah.
No, we got this joint. This joint's not gonna curl up.
Yeah.
This is my texture. If I want to change the texture, I'm gonna have to texturize it.
Yeah.
But your hair lays different.
Yeah.
Right.
Your hair is not as coarse as his.
Yeah.
Or his. He has a softer grain. They'll be like, oh, he has nice hair.
Right.
You're not gonna look at me and be like, you got nice hair, bro. Your hairline is different.
Sure.
So my job as a beauty professional is to educate people to embrace what they got.
Yeah.
I got nappy hair. No,
No, you don't.
That's your hair texture.
Yeah, that's your hair texture.
it's nice.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
Or why can I make my hair straight?
Yeah.
Well, you
It's
can
like what they
texturize
do.
it.
It's like what they do with color contacts. Like
Yeah, your
they
eyes
make
are
it-
beautiful.
your eyes
they're
are beautiful.
different.
Yeah.
The closer you are to white standard,
Yeah.
the better you are.
And which is funny
Mm.
because like the more color you have in your eyes, the harder it is for you to see.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean? I don't know.
Notice.
You know, there's
Notice. Very bright blue eyes, gray eyes, light brown eyes.
Mhm.
Everybody wears glasses
I
or
look
contacts.
I sexy as fuck when I wear this shit.
That's
Fuck
the
you
job. I
talking
look
about?
sexy
Nah,
with
nah, I
my
agree.
Beautiful
Like me with some
black
glasses
brown
on,
eyes.
bro. I'm a fucking problem, bro.
Don't play with
But-
that shit, bro.
no,
What you talking
I'm
about?
being dead ass.
Nah,
'cause,
but we
like,
just
I
saying,
looking
like,
sexy as shit. Fuck you
Sure, go ahead.
mean?
Be sexy.
Fuck
Makes you sleep better.
yeah. I don't know how you sleeping.
A lot better. All right, but yeah, you right. Yeah, right though. I don't. Even, I never put contacts on, so I don't know.
Now, about 2020, whatever year we're in, right?
2050, they said everybody's gonna be like the same, almost the
And
same
I
color.
hate
Yeah,
that. You're
yeah.
mixing that. You're
Yeah.
diluting the blackness.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they're trying to. They're doing this
I mean-
abortion shit that Texas started. You know why they do? You know what they're doing that? White people are becoming. They're becoming the minority.
Yeah.
So they're trying to make sure that the most abortions in the United States is from white people.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's not
So-
what they market.
No, that's not what they market. But
For
guess.
real?
Yeah. That,
But-
you
but
know
look-
they're
but
not
look
gonna
at-
put it there.
But look at it this way: you seen a Spanish lady? She got 3 kids.
They don't
4
abort,
kids.
bro. They raise all 5 of them.
Exactly.
6.
How many white people do you see with 6, 7 kids?
Bro, white people don't get kids.
That's why they're becoming extinct. They're
John and
becoming-
K plus 8.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers is loaded.
Yeah.
If they get kids, they get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna pay me for my kids?
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So what they're doing right now is that they're trying to stop. It's not for black people or minorities. It's for white people. That's why white people are so pissed about it. They're like, how the fuck you trying to control how I get an abortion? Because white people are becoming extinct. A white woman has 1 or 2 kids.
But
Mm.
black people becoming extinct too. We're all diluted.
Yeah, we're diluted, but the black gene is the genome of a
Still
black person is
diluted.
definitely more than a white genome.
Bro, you know how I know we're diluted, bro? I come from Africa, right?
Yeah.
At home, I'm considered fair skinned. You know,
Yeah,
I should shake up my bro. You know, he's black and I'm black, but I'm like, how you black and I'm black, but we different?
yeah, no.
Bro, I shook his hand. I looked. At
It's
my
just
girl,
the
I was like,
racism.
damn.
It's just the racism. There's racism in
This shit a
every.
little different,
There's
bro.
racism everywhere. There's racism everywhere. Mulatto.
Racism always going.
Yeah.
Racism is not everywhere.
Yeah.
Colorism. There's always going to be class
Colorism.
and all that.
Colorism.
Yeah,
Colorism.
This
colorism.
people think,
Colorism
oh,
everywhere.
if black people go to Africa, there'll be no problem. Nah, bro,
No.
you get
You
cooked.
get-
You
you
cooked. You dark. You light.
Nigga,
you just
I
like,
went to
come on.
Africa and I was speaking the like my language, and niggas knew that I haven't
Well,
been
Yeah.
here in a while.
No, for real.
For us immigrant, right? If I go
They
back
be like,
home-
yo,
if I go back home, I'll
you
go
just
back-
came.
Is it because you guys
I'm
sound like you have an accent?
No, yeah, we've been
Oh, yeah.
compromised. If
Oh,
go
We
back-
compromise when you go
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
if we go
You
back
sound like
home-
you have an accent of
Yeah.
an American
But,
now.
but,
But
bro,
I
Phil,
but
if
I
I
could
go
speak
back
just
home,
like you.
no, it doesn't matter. You can't. If we go back home, you're American. If
Yeah.
you come here, you're African.
Yeah,
So the only reason I can seem normal is if I hang around people that are
Yeah,
in here, in the
right.
middle.
yeah.
And then been in
'Cause
the
you're
middle.
a hybrid.
Yeah.
Like you no longer black. You're mixed.
Right,
You're in
right.
between.
Yeah.
Like
Even
you're
if you
looking for
come
the-
here, even if you come here like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, the only people that can still relate is like if you come here when you're over 25, your mind is already
That
being
don't lock that.
yeah, you're locked in.
Shorty said that's why y'all black men should date your black queen so we can
Well, I do agree with that. You guys
That's
have
facts, but
that's
the black
true.
queen's gotta
Precious.
act right.
Who's Precious?
Oh God.
Precious is
You guys ever
She look
watch
good.
you guys
Yeah,
Cause
she look good.
She
You
look
got-
good.
ever listen to Dr.
Cause she
Umar?
trying to tell us that we need to date black queens. She must be single.
You guys ever seen? You guys ever listen to Dr. Umar?
Yo, that's a crazy
Dr.
interpretation.
Umar
How'd you get
Johnson?
that?
Yeah.
That boy, hey, he took a street name and got the address.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Bro, this is it.
Hey,
We've been
I would
here
love
for
to talk some
3.
more, but I gotta go.
This
here
is
right
3
now.
hours
Follow
straight
me on
in.
Instagram at Rexart.
Nigga, I
I
work
appreciate
at 7.
y'all,
I work
man.
at 8 tomorrow, so I'm a little. That's my late day.
I got a haircut at 6 a.m.
6
I
a.m.
gotta
Yeah,
get it right
yeah.
I
8
appreciate
8 a.m. is my late day, bro.
I appreciate
They did.
y'all, man.
Yeah, that's usually I'm up. Usually I'm up like
So now I'm gonna be
5:30,
black, right? I'm
6.
gonna be African. Hey, can I get a free training session?
Yeah,
Can
of
I get
course.
a tattoo?
Of
Hey,
course,
can I rent the studio for free?
of course.
For sure.
If you need a free training session, come holler at me.
Bro, I ain't
Am
gonna
I
lie.
gonna lose weight in that first training session?
I don't think
Guarantee.
I don't think you're gonna lose weight in that training
Guarantee.
session, but I think you're gonna start understanding more what your body.
So can I get a free session to lose weight?
No,
That was it.
No, you can.
no.
I tell you, I went one session,
Yeah.
and I got a lot of water weight and
Yeah.
like
No.
so.
No, half of your weight is your diet and
Yeah.
your
Oh, yeah.
your
Oh yeah.
Bro, I ain't not gonna lie to y'all. I appreciate y'all, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I
man.
appreciate you.
we appreciate you
Let
for
me-
having
Yeah.
us.
Hey, man,
This
let me
is-
tell you
this is
something. Let me tell you
amazing.
something though.
Here we
If
go.
you come, if I give you a free session, I'm educating you because once you leave my free session, if you ever get a free session from me, you're going to understand your weight. You're going to understand what your BMI is, what your body fat stands for, what your bone density is, what your the amount of muscle you should have in your body, considering what your body composition looks like. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna know if you're an ectomorph or a mesomorph. You're gonna know if you can retain weight
I
better.
feel like I'm a mixture of I don't know which one. I'm
Okay.
a mixture.
Yeah. So and that's what I'm saying. So if I ever give somebody a free session, when you leave from there, you're gonna have so much information. You're gonna be weighed and scaled and everything. You know
Man,
what
we
I'm saying?
appreciate the information. Where can
Yeah.
we find you?
My
at?
guy.
Find me on Instagram
Where?
_BODFIT.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Thank you
that's
for
underscore
the
body
elevate
fit.
tattoo.
Come
Yeah,
on, man.
bod fit.
Bye.